one thing about Wretch here is it's the wordplay for me, innit? That makes Wretch stand out, bro. Like, when it's like he has unlimited wordplay, fam. It's like, do you know what's there? It's like he like Chip always says, yeah, I don't run out of bars.
Run out of bars, fam.
Wretch never runs out of bars, you know.
Yeah.
Like he never runs out of bars. He always has something clever to say. You know the ones there. Yes, my Still Colours family. What's everyone saying? Hope everyone's well. Everyone's good, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Henry, and I'm back in this building, you know. And I got my brother here, Kay, with me. We are Still Colours. You know, you already know who we are. And Kay, listen, we're here for a very, very, very special episode. And obviously, this episode is us, you know, listening to Wretch 32's home album for the very first time. This is a project that me and you have been waiting for a minute now. Yeah, and it's finally
highly anticipated, guys.
Yeah,
highly
anticipated. Obviously, Wretch is one of the UK goats, you know, in terms of rap music. He's definitely one of the best MCs that we have. And he's released his 6th studio album, Home. And yeah, me and Kay are thoroughly excited to listen to this one. And obviously, it's been a while that me and Kay have done a video together. I mean, we used to do them quite frequently back in the day, but we ain't done one for a while. But listen, this Wretch project, we think
we had to do it. We had to do it.
And we had to come back together, link back up, and listen to this album for the very first time. But yeah, like I said, man, this is Wretch's 6th studio album, you know, and this is obviously the album that's following on from his 2021 album, Little Big Man. I don't know if you listened to the album, Kevin.
I haven't, just in bits, but not enough to critique it. So I will say no.
Right. Yeah. I think I did take a listen to it, and I thought it was decent. Still, I thought it was decent. It had a couple tracks on there. There was one track specifically with I think it was with Blade Brown, which was hard, bro. Yeah. So when you get the chance, check that out. In it, that was a hard track. And then obviously before that, he released Upon Reflection in 2019, I think. I remember this album because I was working at EMI Records at the time, in it. And I think, Kay, that album, yeah, was an album that kind of made me take an interest in sort of Wretch's discography, because prior to that, I can't even lie to you, I always knew that Wretch was a cold rapper, but like I didn't really, you know, when it came to an actual full-length project from Wretch, I didn't really, you know what I mean? Like it didn't really entice me. Same. Yeah, it didn't really entice me. And a similar thing happened with Ghetts, matter of fact. And I know obviously you feel the same way. I think with Ghetts, it was Ghetto Gospel.
Ghetto Gospel is what drew me in, and I think that's a very good album. And then obviously the epic magnum opus, fam. And then
magnum opus, yeah, exactly. So you know, it's been a similar journey with Wretch, and I think obviously over time he's gotten better. But listen, the singles that me and you have heard, Kate, yeah, like since last year have been absolutely fire. And me and you both think that this could potentially be Wretch's magnum opus, you know. And I'm glad because listen, Wretch is one of the GOATs, like I just said, in terms of UK rap music, and it'll be a shame if, you know, Wretch goes throughout his entire career about like a classic in his belt, you know. Because
I feel like we're the only one that will say. Some people will write in the conversation like, "You are mad, fam."
You are mad, But in our personal opinion, we don't think that Ghetts has got like a classic tape in it.
I agree.
Yeah, under his belt. Also, you guys may disagree. You know, let us know in the comment section below. But yeah, I mean, the likes of Kano have done it. You know, Ghetts has now done it. So it's now time for Wretch to do it himself. So yeah, we're hoping that when we listen to this album, man, you know, we've got high expectations. So you know what I'm saying.
The thing is, and it's a good thing. If you're cold, the expectation should be high, and you should put the expectation on yourself. Like, do you get me? If you're dead, then just release anything. Do you get me? Because we're not gonna care. We're not gonna do you know,
exactly. So yeah, we're hoping that Wretch reaches our high expectations, man. And yeah, listen, this could go down as one of the best UK projects this year. And even, you know, when it comes to UK artists, Kevin, I mean, it's looking like a big year. I don't know if you've listened to the new Soul project that got released a couple of weeks ago.
I haven't.
Yeah, it came out. Listen, it came out.
Where, bro? But
yeah, it came out a couple weeks ago. Absolutely fire. There's an artist by the name of Kadeem Terrell. He's like a neo soul artist. He released his project last week. That was called Young Teflon released his album today as well. I was listening to it in the car, Kevin. Hard, bro. Hard album. And then Little Sims, her album is coming out next month.
Yeah, she released a few singles here and then as well.
Yeah, she released a few singles. She released the track list as well, Kevin, yesterday, bro. It's looking like a mad thing. Sampha's on it. Renaka's on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's got some very, very good features on there, bro. So I'm looking forward to that. You know, I
also like to add one more person, Name Bliss as well. He released his EP as well. Yes. He got some good songs in that. People usually check it out. He's one of the best.
He's one. Trust. I tried to sign him when I was at my previous distribution label.
And what he said no.
No, he didn't respond back in it. You know what I'm saying? I reached out to him, but he didn't respond back in it. But it's all good, man. Shout out to Name Bliss. And then got the likes of Dave, Knox, coming out with projects this year, Skepta as well. So it's looking like a good year for UK music in general, man. But okay, obviously, man's done too much talking. Let's get into this one, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before I need everybody to like, comment, and subscribe. You already know what to do. Like the video, share the video, and most importantly, man, subscribe to the channel. But listen, this is Wretch 32 home. First listen. Let's get it, man. Let's go. Looking at the track list, I think there's 15 songs on this tape.
Yeah.
And almost every track has a feature bar one track, which is the first track I'm about to play. You know what I'm saying? So the first track is called Transitional Chapter. Yeah. Let's see how this one sounds, man. Let's go.
I just think that it's just this whole thing is a reflection of how we are valued as immigrants.
We build Britain. When we went to Britain, there was no Britain. Just the name. We built it.
And I hope that JJ can see us and learn a lot from our experiences, our trials, our tribulations, our joys, and our successes. And I hope they can go forward and have many successes of his own in the future.
Come to me. In those open arms is where I want to be. Come to me.
Transitional chapter, I see my son like my Grammy and my daughter's my BAFTA. I get rewarded every morning with the spirit of grandma. Knew life was short, but when I saw them bury the panther, I hit record. Let's get name my whole family a fortune. I'm less Dennis, less talking and more presence. My girl thinks she don't get enough credit. She cried me a river to get over that bridge we just went Venice. Growing up I never felt love was precious. Cause on a scale of 1 to 10 I'd always come up small measured in the ends, keeping up with endeavors. Where they said the writing's on the wall, that's why we're in the pen sentence. Now my right arm severed. It's ironic how we're seeing eye to eye, but I couldn't tell you where my friend's head is. How we're deep in the gutter where we reach for our mothers, but they're working overtime, so there wasn't time to hug us. Now the streets we would come off, and then he is my brother, but he sends me OT to bring him back a bunch of one. Is the police trying to cuff us? Can I dream? Can I come up, or is this how I'm designed? Like my Balenciaga runners, that are me. Me, I shot, I ran the beef. It's an utter nightmare on every street, so I sleep in my puffer with my knife, in my jumper. If I gotta cut you to cut through for the bread, then I slide through the butter. Oh man, dividing all my profits got me feeling like I lost it. Asking my accountant how my wins become my losses. You suffer when you boss it, trying to tweak my outgoings. There's an office in my office. If the shoe fits, I hope it's polished. Try and put your best foot forward, cut and trying to take you off it. I'm hopscotching, preferring dodging bullets was my problem. This tax robbing isn't common in the House of Commons with less commas. But my digits weighing up my options. I'ma go, but I can't pay my mortgage, paying homage. Ah man, tell the higher ups that I'm planning to go on strike. Long division watching my salary splits divide. You got the little man working for the bigger man, then why the middle man get a slice? My conscience is clear. I ain't took a pound I wasn't due. Still it cost 100,000 for this panoramic view. I'm in 6th gear in the driver's seat. Lewis just hit me privately. Told me it's a 2-man race and he sees the rivalry. Every time they see me cross the line, they move the distance, the podium. Don't ever show the bigger picture. Every time my hands are on the prize, I get a blister. Stitch up, I share my open wounds on my Insta, oh man. I've been an open book just so the world can look. See my world crashing down before me when the Fed wanted the glory. And done my father naughty is what he taught me. I had to walk away to walk towards me and my siblings. My uncle goes to war for all the victims, here's the difference. I help him fight the system through the system. I'm all Christian, Rasta and half immigrant. My brother's keeper the vessel, I'm articulate. Yeah, I hope I made you feel at home. Take your shoes off at the door, look through the windows of my soul and
Come to me, you should go. Windows open, I'm just where I wanna be. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Grown man rap, fam.
That's grown man rapping out here. Listen, what an intro. What an intro. And Kevin, I think obviously something that me and you haven't touched on yet. You know the album cover?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think that tells a lot. That basically gives you an indication of what this album is about, you know? Because obviously for those of you who followed Wretch throughout his career, you know a bit about his background, I'm sure of it. You know, he obviously is from the Caribbean, and obviously his parents came here during the Windrush generation. Yeah. So a lot of this album is to do with, you know, this his upbringing and, you know, him seeing how his family were able to survive, you know what I'm saying, during that sort of generation, you know. And obviously, you know, Wretch is basically telling his story. Yeah. And we're seeing, I think in this album, we're seeing the world through Wretch's eyes. You know what I mean? And I think it's a really important story to tell because, listen, the Windrush generation definitely contributed to the success or the re-emergence, yeah, of Great Britain as a powerhouse nation. You know, obviously, for those of you who are familiar with the Windrush story, you already know in it. You know, for those of you who are not familiar, go do your research. But like, you know, first generation Caribbeans, yeah, the first generation Caribbeans that came over to this country, they were instrumental.
Definitely.
In obviously Britain becoming or re-becoming this powerhouse. So a lot of the time that story kind of gets sort of swept under the rug, you know. And I know a lot of first generation Caribbeans, second generation Caribbeans. Obviously, my wife is Caribbean and her parents are first generation, you know. So, and I always talk to them about like how it was when they came here. How did they feel, you know, now that the dust is settled? Do they still feel valued? Do they still feel like they can call Britain home? You know what I'm saying? And I think everybody's different, yeah, but they always tell me that, yeah, listen, obviously I came to this country with nothing and I was able to make something of myself, but I don't really feel like a valuable member of you know, this society. So yeah, just obviously it's interesting just to hear that first track, man, you know, the ones there. And I think that first track definitely set the tone. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Yeah. I 100% agree as well. And also bringing in his own current perspectives, you know, in terms of like having, you know, a knife and, you know, like growing up in the street and then cutting through that butter as well in order to get what he wants as well. And we kind of get them with some of the singles that he's shown in it as well about, you know, not just what his parents and his lineage have, you know, gone through, you know, living in the UK, but also for him, his own sort of perspective as a youth growing up. He's in North London, isn't he? He's in North London, isn't he?
I think he's north. He's either north or east, but no, I think he's north.
Yeah, growing up in North London as well. So I mean, that record is pretty tough as well, man. And there's a lot, and then there is so many topics that he's switching it from as well. But he's talking from a perspective of home identity, what that really means for him as well. You know, so I like it. You know, it's a good song.
That's a really good song, and obviously he's speaking from like the adult version of Wretch. You know what I'm trying to say? Obviously, like.
Griezmann perspective.
Not this Griezmann. Obviously, speaking with a much deeper perspective. You understand, and also for those of you who grew up in London and who grew up in rough areas in London, you can definitely relate to what Wretch is saying. You know, I grew up in Walthamstow, East London, so a lot of the stuff that Wretch is saying, man, I can definitely relate to it. You know, I can definitely relate to it. So yeah, man, that was a fire intro. And like I said, it definitely set the tone, man, for real. So yeah, moving on to track number 2. And this one, I think we're looking forward to it, man.
I can't lie, but I'm not gonna gas myself up, but because if it lets me down, I'll be upset.
Man. Yeah, I will be upset, bro. So obviously, this track is called 7-Seater and it's featuring two of the best, two of the best UK rappers that we have. Yeah, Matson and Gets. Gets is in my top 5.
Easily.
My top 5, you know. So listen, we're expecting heat. You're expecting some.
Merkston is cold. Bar none the controversy. Merkston is an amazing MC.
Very underrated as well. Very underrated, man. So yeah, let's take a listen to this one, K, man. Let's go.
Big 7-seater pulling out in traffic, erratic. Yeah. Man try ting the nest, so I got The man are cutting like it's going out of fashion. I'm in the ends, I see the locals like what's happening. I'm getting older, so I had to pass the baton. You know, anything I'm doing, do with passion. I'm mashing. They say diamonds are forever. When they robbed him for his jewelry, he was trying to find a breader. You're flexing in Marbella only cause you're by the pool. I'm trying to buy Portabella. Yacht master or the dweller. Either way, it's my time. I'm maturing with my cheddar. 2-pack, keep your head up. If it fits, there ain't no capping in my era. Grew up on a different set of rules. Diamond in the rough, I got a disconnect with Jules. Yeah, at the last supper with the goons. Ain't it funny how the goat becomes the dinner for the wolves? I'm planning on building up my rules. I live above the rim, you wanna shoot me, I don't think you got the balls. You ain't in my range, I'm in a sport. Was here before physical, transitioned into digital, I've sold it all. Jumped in the dungeon, they wrote me off but I'm published. They wonder how I'm so current, I've become one with the plugins. I told them step up the budget, you don't get nothing for nothing. Then through my auntie from Holland, she had the struggle in customs. My cousin's so stubborn, he's got a fetish or something. He keeps molesting those bullets, he keeps on touching the buttons. He think he Tony Montana, I'm trying to school him, not judge him. They threw the book at all my niggas, they ain't reading the summons. Pourquoi? Beast mode, new Benz impending. The Bentley got the rolls with the emblem. Stepped out the shower on offending, and Fendi is the robe that I'm dressed in. Jacob, this coat I've been blessed with. Godly, yes, this is feeling like a marathon's upon me. Free, let me carry on this promptly. I'm just comfy, handing what's beyond me, cause they ain't got the catalog to compete. Ever since we was back to back practicing on concrete, them man were rapping offbeat. We all know who's selected in the top 3. Senseis for anybody's pen game, comprende. And if them say them ready for contending, let's set pace. Chains on like I'm Canton, boss man like a rampant. Light up the sensei, drumstick on the estate. One click, then I end game, then gone on the M-way. Dog in my dark time, up the K9. Puff ya par, we gon' never change size. Start from the bottom, start on the baseline. Puff grew apart, but I'm still the same guy. Dog in my dark time, up the K9. Puff ya par, we gon' never change size. Start from the bottom, start on the baseline. Puff grew apart, but I'm still the same guy. Max don't need a reason to done him. All of them competing with numbers can stay there. They could never be this beloved. I'm up on my feet and I'm running. Jesus took the wheel, I'm encouraged to change gears. He even helped me season my stuff and I say prayers. You're too tongue-in-cheek for my stomach, we ain't pairs. I'm fighting for the freedom of others, I'm saying clear. Big 7-seater pulling out in traffic, erratic. Yeah. I'm trying to the nest so I can The man are cutting like it's going out of fashion. I'm in the ends, I see the locals like what's happening. I'm getting older, so I had to pass the baton. You know, anything I'm doing, do with passion. I'm mashing.
So what do you make of that one, bro?
I'm loving how they're like going back and forward as well and talking about like, you know, passing the baton as well, acknowledging their sort of age as well, you know, and I can reflect on the madness that they've done as well, but also with some sense of maturity in terms of like, you know, like I think Wretch feature was talking about you're focusing on about buying a small thing. I'm focusing on buying Portobello Road. You get me?
Yeah.
You know, and then also about his diamond being discombobulated, but he linked it with something else. I wish I had the genius up because then I could really just point it out. But the lyrics are not up there. So, but yeah, I love the way they went back and forth, all 3 of them as well. I'm not necessarily sure about the dance hall bit though. It threw me kind of off.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I would have done that direction as well. But again, this is first listen. So maybe when I listen to him playing COD, fam, I'll be like, oh, do you get me, fam?
Yeah.
What were you?
Yeah, I felt the same as you. I felt that part, not that it was out of sync, but it was just, it felt a bit like out of pocket. But again, that's not to say that, if I listen to it again, I might, have a different opinion. It just felt like they were just in a rhythm, in a flow, and then all of a sudden, like that bit came in. So my initial thoughts were, that part wasn't really needed because you guys are going off right now, innit? And that kind of slowed down the momentum of the track a little bit. But again, it's only first listen. So if I listen to it again, I might say something different. But listen, all three of them were basically just flexing. You know what I'm saying? Just flexing their skills,
Nice wordplay as well, especially even from Wretch as well. Wretch has really nice wordplay as someone.
Yes, he did. And I just felt like all three of them brought the best out of each other, and there was like a little friendly competition going on there, to who can bar man up, who can, because all three of them are spitters, innit? And all three of them are competitive. All three of them came from an era where like you needed to be good lyrics.
Yeah, you gotta be cold. You can't be dead like today, fam. You gotta be cold, fam.
Like these TikTok rappers nowadays, like you can't be one of them. You know what I'm saying? You need to be a spitter. In order to survive in their era, you needed to be a spitter. So it just brought me back to those days, innit? Those days when niggas were just spitting, you know what I'm saying, and going back and forth and exchanging pleasantries. But nah, man, this was cold, innit? Again, the only thing I have, like I don't even want to call it criticism, but the only sort of like part was like the dancehall bit in it during the middle part of the song. But again, I could listen to it again and feel like it's cool.
Like it even more.
That, bro. Yeah. Hard. And obviously 7-seater, were they talking about like those vans, those 7-seater vans that you know the ones there?
Well, I thought it was more, either vans or what are they called? Those bigger cars that can house 7 people, fam. Those big cars, those BMW X5s. Do you get me?
Yeah, the ones where
like a big man thing, fam. Do you get me?
Yeah, those ones where, those ones where, like, obviously, if you're how can I even say this? If you're riding out,
for sure.
Yeah,
you got your guys in the back.
Guys in the back in it, and then as soon as you pull up to wherever you need to pull up to, man, them hop outside and start causing a madness in it. So like they were making
letting off go, fam.
Yeah. And I can't lie. Okay, that song made me wanna,
madness, fam.
The aggression was mad, but nah, I feel it, man. Hard track. So okay, track number 3. Hey. It's called Nesta Marley, featuring Skip Marley. Yeah.
Is Nesta Marley one of the Marley kids, isn't it?
It might be, but listen, man has 10 kids. I can't even keep up, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I think actually Nesta Marley is Bob Marley.
Is it?
So Robert Nesta Marley. Yeah. So it's basically Bob Marley. He used his middle name. Yeah, he had loads of kids in there, so it's understandable why.
Bro, it's Marley, bro. Listen, man's breeding out here, like like it's, bro. You don't know what's there. So this is Nesta Marley, and it's featuring Skip Marley, man. Let's go. Hey.
Vibe in the tone, silence the sounds, take the eyes of the lows, smile at the clothes. Time is a must, they say I'm in a rush, them just winding me up, coming out of time of the month, where we are riding the bus, driving the truck, you still reach where you're going, so don't mind them, when it's raining it pours and your shining will come, your days can be long, but your life is a plus.
Ja run things in the things run we, real is mentality, conquer normality, yeah, we gotta set free, I'm not the enemy, sacred's the energy. Jala with me anywhere we go. Coulda from him, coulda in a drought. Shot them, Wretch on them on and
Rasta. Mr. Lover. Mr. Shatter. Dancing in the street. I grew up on all them Nesta Marley. I grew up to party, me want to party. the volume, me come for party. But me turn up the party, no rap around me. I grew up on Ollie and Rastamale. So who want for party, me want for party. Turn up the volume, me come for party. But me turn up the party, no rap around me. A little glimpse of the bigger picture. Love thy neighbor, protect your sister. Know what your brother. God sees man in his image, there's nothing richer. Fruits of the scripture, you need to rate and deliver. Paying for the champagne, grace for the dinner. I too will live on, no meeting with inner, but life I live on, so still we deliver. Roots and culture in my system, behind them big and strong. People fighting out my window. Can they see the sun? In these times I pray for better days where we all can live as one. The silver lining, that it's not so bad, it's not so.
Okay, you know it's the flow there, yeah? It's not the
Dido, fam. Dido of more people. It's a big tune, but that Dido record is a huge song, you know. I love that record, though.
Good, yeah, one of the greatest records of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm saying, yeah.
Rasta, Mr. Lover. Mr. Shatter, dancing in the street. I grew up on all the amnesty morning. So who want to party, me want to party. Turn up the body, me come for party. But me turn up the party, no rap around me. I grew up on all the Rasta morning. So who want to party, me want to party. Turn up the body, me come for party. But me turn up the party, no rap around me. People fighting where we are. Can they see these times Forgive them for they do not know. If that's been restored. It's unreal. Rastafari moving forward. All the way, I'm blessed indeed. Blessed and anointed. Blessed with my choices. With great depth is embroidered. And use every breath for the voiceless. I'm speaking, let me speak. My cup overrunneth with love and abundance. I stand for the ones who have suffered and run with those who are above us. Cause it all means nothing if one hand don't watch the other and both hands don't fill the cupboard and break bread to feed the brothers. Feast among us. Feast among us. Yeah. Oh, I am blessed.
Yes, okay, that was Nesta Marley. Hey, I can't lie, hey. I feel like that was a bop, you know. That was a bop. And obviously it was essentially Wretch paying homage to the one and true, the one and true great Bob Marley, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Kate, I don't know this for certain, but I think Wretch has Rasta roots, you know.
Because he's referenced his Rasta roots in loads of songs as well.
Yes.
And also the recent singles, one of the recent singles that he released for this album he has as well. Yes.
Also Rastafari, obviously, you know, shout out to all the Rastas out there. What's it called? Last week, what was it? Chris Eubank. Did you see that, Kate?
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah.
Personally, and I was like, why is he doing that? What happened?
Yeah. Cause I watched the fight last week, innit?
With Conor Ben, isn't it?
Yeah, it was an excellent fight. One of the
was
best.
It a good fight?
Okay, it was one of the best fights I've ever seen, bro.
Really? When I saw the match, I was like, I don't care, bro.
It was, bro. You need to go and watch it. It was.
I'll find it and watch it.
Yeah. But like, obviously, when it was announced that Junior won, Senior got on the mic. I think they interviewed him after, and obviously he was talking to like one of the interviewers. the interview, yeah, I think when they were about to wrap up, he said Rastafari. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Rastafari.
That's stupendous confectionery, fam. I'm surprised that he didn't come up with his post accent again, fam.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but shout out to Junior, man, and Senior. But yeah, but obviously, like I said, man, this obviously paying homage to his roots in it, his Rastafarian roots, and yeah, man. Obviously, for me, this was a vibe, man. This was definitely a track for the summer. And yeah, man, also shout out to Skip Marley. So I haven't really heard Skip on too many records before. Obviously I've heard Damien. I've heard what's the other one?
Damien Marley is the big guy. He's the one that is
the big one. And then you have there's another one that is he's not as big as
well, that's quite prominent. Well, Skip Marley's actually young. He's only 28, you know. Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, so it's Damien Marley, and there's another Marley that I hear frequently on a few records.
Oh no, I know who you're talking about. He's a guy as well, and he used to be an artist as well. I think he had kids with Lauryn Hill.
Yes.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember his name, but yeah.
So Skip Marley, I think this is the first time I'm hearing him, man, and he sounds quite good still. Like, he sounds quite good. I think he definitely fitted in well with the actual record. But I think
Ziggy Marley, that's it, Ziggy Marley.
Ziggy. But yeah, I have to give up to the production for this one as well, man. Like, I think Wretch, one of the things he's done over the years, his production, and his choice of beats have become a lot more like. Just a lot more like he stepped up the levels, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Cinematic, innit? Like, there's more layered, it's more like live-based instrumentation.
Yes. Over the years, I've definitely noticed. I think I started to notice it on his Upon Reflection album in 2019. Yeah, I think he definitely started working with more international producers, innit? You know what I'm saying? So, over the years, like, Wretch's production on his albums have become different level in it, and this song is no different, man. Yeah, this is a bop, Kate. This is a bop, man.
Yeah, it's a bop, and I'm quite surprised that he interpolated Dido's "Thank You."
Yes,
it's quite interesting. It was quite interesting choice, specifically if you're making a reggae song, because it's a less of a reggae song, although it's heavy on guitars. Dido's "Thank You" as well. And this song is also got a prominent guitar part, which also quite reflective of Bob Marley and some of the music that he was making as well. I like the record. I think it's a good record. But for me, Skip Marley was sounding a bit odd when he came on. I loved when Wretch Free too, but I felt a bit odd when Skip Marley. But maybe it's also because this is the first time I ever heard Skip.
Never
heard. I didn't even know there's never someone named called Skip Marley as well. So
same. So I think I definitely hear what you're saying. I think obviously because it's not natural to our ears, isn't it? You're the ones there, like it was a bit off in it, but I think he done his thing still. I think he done his thing.
It's not a bad song, but I love the guitar, the guitar and the flow as well, and also Wretch Free too, talking about like extending a helping hand. That it is both good when two people are both helping one another. You get me? And those quite positive affirmations as well towards the end of the record. I thought that was quite nice, actually.
Yeah, 100, bro, 100. So yeah, man. Right now, Wretch is would you say he's free right now?
Yeah, I think I love the first chapter. I like the second one. The third one is not bad. It's almost like there's certain bits and pieces that I would have done slightly differently. But again, it's just the first listen. But overall, the album sounds very good. What about you?
Yeah. I think for me, he's 3 out of 3 right now. Do you know what I'm saying? He's 3 out of 3. I think, obviously it's early, but I would say Transitional Chapter is my favorite.
Yeah, for sure.
7 Seat, and then this Nesta Marley track. But yeah, I think he's 3 out of 3 so far, man. But yeah, okay, obviously the next track is called Like Home. I think this was one of the singles that he released from the tape. I've heard this one before. I don't know if you've heard it, Kay.
I think I might have because I was trying not to listen to all of the singles because I was like, you know what, let me.
Yeah, I hear you. But yeah, I'm gonna play it again for the sake of this reaction, and it's featuring an artist called Tenny. Okay.
Yeah. No, I know what song was it. Come back home to you.
That one.
I've heard it. It's not a bad song. I've heard it.
Yeah, cool. All right, let's play it again.
I feel like the Afrobeat vibe to it, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Learning. If it's love, it's a journey. Destination uncertain. Still we're working.
And I need you, baby, yeah. I don't wanna fight. I'm on my little shit, baby. Orita meta lo, baby. Kill a shit, yeah, baby. I'm on the mental shit, yeah.
Love isn't just a word, it's a verb with us. I'm doing overtime just to work with ya. Y'all get your dance on, twist and turn. Love when we touch the dance and we turning up. And I just wanna
tell you I'm here. And I promise I will never leave, baby, that's true.
Tell you I'm here. And I mean what I mean, I'm gonna tell. Yeah. You feel like home.
Come back home to you. Wanna come back home.
Set in stone. Yeah. You feel like home.
Come back home to you. Wanna come back home.
I'ma bring the fire when it's cold in the night. With our souls we ignite. I'm supposed to be the light. Calling me a goat, but he posed like a lion. Brick by brick, I built a home for a giant. My mama always told me if you love her, best you treat her like a soulmate. Don't let the love die. Now I know the reason why I'm trying to have this feeling in my old age. You better roll with me for life.
You give me the type of enjoyment I like. Type of enjoyment I like. But when I know you never give up. Then my baby never call up. Wanna fuck up, wanna baby, you are not the one off. Love you today and forever. Engineer done the tire. Tell you I'm here. And I promise I will never leave, baby, that's true.
Tell you I'm here. And I mean what I mean, I'm gonna tell. Yeah. You feel like home.
Come back home to you. Wanna come back home.
Set in stone. Yeah. You feel like home.
Come back home to you. Wanna come back home to you. 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 Wanna come back home.
Yeah, okay. I can't like the more I listen to that track, the more and more I like it, you know.
Yeah. I just found out. I had a feeling. The Tenny is the singer that did Askamaya, which was a big. I think you've heard it back in 2018.
Yeah.
Big tune, man. Big tune. Anyway, you were saying?
Yeah, nah, man. Like, the more and more I listen to that record, man, the more and more I like it in it, you know. And like I said, shout out to Wretch. I think Wretch's evolution over the years needs to be spoken about. And again, it reminds me so much of Gets. I know Gets and Wretch are great friends as well, you know.
They came up during the same time. I think Wretch is actually older than 4 years, isn't it?
Yeah. But their trajectory, and both of their sort of evolution and growth it's very similar because, you know, if you listen to some of Wretch's old stuff and you listen to some of Gets's old stuff, you would have never heard tracks like this on there. You know, you would have never heard. But then now, obviously, they're starting to experiment. Like rappers that came from that era are starting to experiment with different sounds, different producers, and you can hear it in the music, man. And this track was beautifully composed. I love some of the arrangements that I heard, some of the live instruments. And yeah, man, it's listen, I'm all for it, man. Like, I'm all for these rappers from back in the day that we used to admire, obviously going now and just
getting better.
exploring. And when it comes out like this, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to listen to and beautiful to see, man. So yeah, shout out to Wretch. But yeah, this was beautiful, man.
I like one of the lines where he says, calling me the goat as you're posing as a lion, fam. I like that sexual reference there as well. It's quite interesting wordplay from Wretch too as well. I like this song as well. I would have liked him to go even more deeper what it means in terms of coming back home or feeling like home, being with someone. Do you get me? What's that safe space that other significant person offer? Does she listen to you? Is she more? Is she kind? What it is that you love about her? Or, those little things as well. I feel it's nice in terms of the vibe and some of the lyrics as well. But I would have loved even more exploration. But I think we get that on another record that he also released, Feels. We kind of get that sprinkling in Feels in there when he talks about you and not. I think. We'll get to that line anyway. I
know the line you're talking about. I know, you're talking about in that line as well.
Yeah. But don't get me wrong. I'll say it now. Scorcher is fucking cold as well, man. Like he's another rapper people should look out for, whom I think also will release probably a classic as well. Scorcher as well. But anyway.
100%. Yeah. But that record, man, beautiful. So the next track, and I think this is track number 5 we're on now, is called Bridges Burning.
Ooh.
Featuring Proto G.
It's like a singer, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't heard of this person before. So let's see.
Panther?
Not one penny short of earnings, not too smart for learning, not free till we earn it, Hold on, the bridge is burning, Confusion only starts when we're looking at who we are, standing in the crowd of people and walking a lonely path. Confusion only lasts when we're bickering with each other. Am I my brother's keeper or keeping my brother stuck? Cause I'm shutting my mother up and selling my brother grub. If I had a part to play, it was only a part for us. Rent was never paid, I told you in God we trust. That's why we got a prayer for everything in the slums. Every nibble of crumbs, heavy pick up. My brethren shot, he shot, now he's threatened to see the judge. And if the lion is the king, then you better simmer your cubs and use every ounce of pride when holding Simba above. The grass is never greener, they told us we're in the mud, but every time they plant a seed, we turn the flower to bud. I help you just forget on, and then you get on.
I can't lie, this song. This is kind of my favorite so far.
Must it too heavy for you?
You know what this is reminding me of? One of the tracks on Hoodies All Summer.
Yeah.
One of the tracks on there still. This is hard, bro. This is hard.
Or like thingy. Is it Blam? Jay-Z on 440 when he talks about like growing up in his ends, fam, and he just talks about like the crowd and the madness, fam, and dealing with it, bruv. Like,
Facts. This is hard.
Not one penny short of earnings, not too smart for learning, not free till we earn it, Hold on, the bridge is burning,
Bridges burn, lesson learn, you see me hurt. Friends lurk behind curtains, wishing worse. Favors don't get returned in this universe. Gratitude is a burden where you disperse. Quick and fast, you forget the past. It was good yesterday never lasts. Here comes tomorrow, bring your little joy, could I bring your little sorrow? Which mindset you are following?
I help you just forget on, and then you get on, and then forget about us. You left me in the barrel, it doesn't matter, must it too heavy for ya? Not one penny short of earnings, not too smart for learning, not free till we earn it, Hold on, the bridge
bridge is burning, yeah. Let you just forget on, but if you get on, don't forget about us.
The ancestors will be proud of that one. I can't even lie. The ancestors will be proud of that one, K.
Facts.
Yeah.
I think, but I love some of the lyrics and some of the wordplay. I wish it was up on Genius right now because I'm hearing the way he's like depicting, you know, the environment in which he's in, and I'm loving that the fact that he's got this reggae background as well, because again, that's just part of his home, part of the music that would have played.
That because obviously he's from and like it just makes it a lot more authentic, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
more real, transparent. Yeah,
and you can pick them as he's going through, you know, the sort of the harshness of the environment about being, what's it called, double crossed, fam, and not necessarily not trusting individuals, well, and also questioning yourself whether you are, you know, you are good to others, or actually if you are bad to others. And you know, I really like this song, man. I can't lie. I think this is probably my favorite one I've heard so far. And also the Protege guy did really well, you know.
Well, he did.
He kept on theme as well. He kept on theme as well, and he brought those other questions in as well.
Yes, I love. Obviously, like I said, I love like obviously his perspective. It definitely complemented what Wretch was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, this one was deep, innit? This one was deep. And I just love like one thing about Wretch here is the wordplay for me, innit? That makes Wretch stand out, bro. When it's like he has unlimited wordplay, fam. It's like, do you know what's there? It's like he like Chip always says, yeah, I don't run out of bars.
Run out of bars, fam.
Wretch never runs out of bars, you know. He never runs out of bars. He always has something clever to say. You know the ones there, like he's just one of the goats, man. It's just that simple, bro. But yeah, like you were saying, Kevin, I love the perspective that he was coming on. A lot of Black British people, you know, I think when you listen to this album, it's going to hit a nerve for a lot of people. You know what I'm trying to say? It's going to hit a nerve because even though he's reminiscing on some of the events of the past, a lot of these things are still present.
Yeah, I mean, you hear in the news the amount of kids that got stabbed or like crime rate in areas. It's still very relevant. Sure.
It's not like his ancient history, bro. The things that Wretch is talking about, even though, like I said, he's reminiscing and he's talking about his life experiences and some of the things he went through when he was younger, some of the things he's seen, bro. Some of the things he's seen and some of the things he experienced, are things that are going on today. Today. So I'm sure, obviously, a lot of tracks on this album, including this one, is gonna definitely hit a nerve, man. But I love that Wretch is not shying away from talking about stuff like this. I don't think, and maybe they are, like, obviously Gets has done it to a certain degree, but has any other UK MC rapper touched on stuff like this?
No, I think, to be honest, it's
on a consistent basis, like, because obviously this is a whole
basis.
This is a whole album worth of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
are you talking about this song, like with the topic they talk about?
No, I'm talking about, like, see how obviously the theme of this album is, you know.
Oh yeah, no. In terms of the theme of the album, no. I mean,
obviously, other UK rappers.
We got Kano with his 2019 album, but it's not often.
It's in patches. It's in patches. But like how Wretch is expanding and how he's diving deep into this topic and giving us so many different perspectives. I don't think this has really been done before. You know, once there on a consistent basis like this. So man, listen, Wretch is different, bro. But this track was hard, Kevin. This track was hard.
I really like that song. I can't wait to hear it again as well.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, this is our first listen, guys. So bear with us, man. We're trying to obviously deep it as much as possible. So the next track is called Me and Mind, and it's featuring Western.
Can I say one thing, bro? I'm so upset that Western are not as big as they are, man, because I swear the vocals and the production are very talented, and I just feel like what's happened to Western, bro? And I'm happy that he's actually collaborating with Western as well. He's picked some really top collaborators, you know.
He has. Like all of the collaborators so far are making sense. They're making sense. And yeah, okay, like I said, it's a shame about Western, man. I mean, once upon a time, man, they were just releasing
everywhere.
Hit after hit.
They were doing well in the charts.
Do you know what? Their story kind of reminds me of, remember Little Boys, K? Little Boys.
Yeah, I think I remember one or two of their songs. Yeah.
Little Boys, to maybe a smaller degree, but they were also a group that was releasing bang after banger, and then obviously they kind of fell off a cliff in it. But Western, man, they definitely contributed to that sort of Afro swing era, you know. Yeah, and it's just a shame that they kind of fell off a little bit. But listen, man, they're still. I'm sure, obviously, they can still produce a bang or two. So yeah, man, let's see how this one sounds, man. This is Me and Mine featuring Western.
Yeah.
Them boy they them need for switch on. Let me just keep my distance. I should never drive when I'm this strong. Can't fling away my freedom. Only have to make up on the crypto. That's why the girl want it down. Be a greatness in a mist-off. You should have hop, skip and jump on your tiptoes. Sometimes I feel like King Kong. Have a couple hits, couple big songs. I ring in your ear like ringtone. Every me come up for the kingdom. Love it when she see me with my mean Kong. That's when she want come a big dog. Put my zip down in the zip yard. Call me slip brick, cause we have the return.
In the two-seat cruise, me and mine. When she get bad, love it broke wine. Good food, me have a main and a side. Any she love, I want spend some time. Me want do you nice. Me know they never treat you so right. You never have to watch me twice. Everywhere we roll, you think we dice.
Me and my friends on the NZ, sipping on some energy. Girl move faster than Bentley. Said she want sex me, bitch. I ain't even asked. Girl love blind like barcodes. Trust stay around, man, that's narcos. Mom, dad made me, West Side raised me. Head turn crazy, yeah.
Cool in the factually bingo. Juicing, Maggie and the split throat. I moved it, tracky in the flip phone. She knows that I'll make it bam bam like Flintstones. She loved me on a balmy day. Love me even more on a sunny day. But she still knows that a nigga won't change, man. She won't ever make me put my gun away.
In the two-seat cruise, me and mine. When she get bad, love it broke wine. Good food, me have a main and a side. Any she love, I want spend some time. Me want do you nice. Me know they never treat you so right. You never have to watch me twice. Everywhere we roll, you think we dice.
I built a wall around me and mine. It's like the Great Wall of China trying to peek inside. Privacy's the key to life, although I had the choice of choosing peace, I chose peace of mind. Feels up to you, you let the streets decide. I done it for me, I gotta sleep at night. That's kind of a way that my guy analyze, real. Why is my relationship the fuel for so many different rooms? Like they're winning when I lose, or they profit from my wounds. Murmurs in a few different versions of the truth, but I tell you crystal clear, I will not clarify for you. I built a wall around me and mine. You should do the same. You would be amazed, but you'd rather be a craze. Home is where the heart is, guess you put me in my place.
Forever play the game, remain the same. You never change, you give me peace of mind. I know you prayed, and here I came to take the pain away. Story of me and mine. I'm only gonna love you better. I'm only gonna love you better.
Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about Wretch's, relationship with his wife, whatever, all of the controversy that's surrounding that. Whose girl was it first? Did Wretch snake?
So he's referencing that.
Yeah, bro. Like that's what he was saying. I think towards the end when he was rapping it, he was saying, different versions of the truth. Blah blah blah, but at the end of the day, she's still mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. He was doubling down, bro. He was doubling down, and essentially, I think this track was written and dedicated to his partner. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, obviously the island vibes were strong on this one, and obviously Wretch, paying homage again to his Caribbean roots. You know, this felt like more of a bassman tune to me, K.
More like a dance, more like a club record, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I said, a song for the summer, a song that the ladies can bop to, you know, the ones there. But I found it interesting that he kind of switched up the vibe of the track towards the end and he started rapping in it. You know, the ones there, like, you know, that was a really interesting segment. And I actually liked it, you know. I liked it.
What? To add to that point as well, I would have loved more if what he was saying there was the entire Sorrow song. I like what Western are doing, but I think it's too common. But I like what he was saying, that I built a great war between me and mine, and the importance of the sanctuary of that relationship. So imagine, you know, having those teams, those real lyrics, but then put it in with the same. With a little bit of the dance hall that we got with this one, as opposed to what we got with the Western, which is kind of what we expect them to do. I would love that more as well, because what he's saying towards the end about building a great wall, I think that is quite important and could have been a different, you know, talking about love, but not in a common way that we always used to hearing people talk about love, whether it's like a link up, sex, or you get me, but more about protection relationship for all of the chat.
Yeah, okay. That's why I kind of appreciate the fact that he kind of switched up. And and he started, because I didn't expect that, innit? You know, I thought it was just going to be your typical, you know, vibey, what's it called, island girl, triple. And you know, I'm all for it, man. I like it. You understand? Like, I'm an
island girl,
I'm an island man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like the switch up there, man. And yeah, like you're saying, Kay, you know, that part at the end was important because it just shows you how protective he is of his relationship. Obviously, like I said, you know, rumors about, you know, his sort of relationship and his partner have been going around for years now, and every few years this gets brought back up in it. And I think Wretch hasn't really spoken about it publicly, and I think he mentioned it towards the end as well. Like, I think he was, I'm paraphrasing, but what he was trying to say is like that obviously there's been a lot of rumors on my situation, and because I haven't spoken about it, like, you know, the rumors have kind of intensified over the years and blah blah blah. So obviously him building like a wall around his relationship, like obviously is important to him, because at the end of the day, all that matters is him and his, innit? You know what I'm saying? That's all that kind of matters, and I think that's what he was trying to allude to. So like, I like that message, I can't lie. I like that message, man, for real. I like that message. But yeah, man, you know me, I'm an island man, so I fuck with that tune in there. And obviously shout out to Western as well, man. They definitely did their thing. For me, that sort of record is an alley-oop to Western, bro. Like, that's the sort of record where they're shining, innit? You know?
Yeah, because they've done multiple of those records before. We are used to hearing Western sounding like that.
Yeah, for real. And I think, like we even said before this, I mean, so far, man, the features have definitely made a lot of sense. You know the ones
I understand why he's worked with.
Yes. But I can't lie, you were a bit more so you, but I also had my skepticism when I saw that every single song was a feature apart from one track.
It's never most of the time it's never a good thing when it's not.
But so far, okay, I've got to say, yo, he's proven that theory wrong. I can't lie. You know what's there. So yeah, this one's an interesting one. This next track here, it's called Home Sweet Home. And it's featuring none other than one of the best MCs that the UK has to offer, Kano. And what's really interesting about this record, is it's named after Kano's first album, Home Sweet Home. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, for those of you who know,
those of you are too young to know.
You know, a lot of people consider that a classic. I think do you know what it is?
I think it's a good album. I don't think it's a classic. It's got some classic records on it though. Like,
exactly. That's, for me, I don't think it's necessarily a classic album, but it's got classic tracks. It is a great album. I do think Kano has one classic though, and that's Hoodies All Summer, innit? You know what I'm saying?
I can't lie. Well, for me, Hoodies All Summer is just my God.
You know what? If someone came to me and said, I think Home Sweet Home is a classic, I'm not gonna say, oh well, I think you're wrong. Do you know what's there? Like, I can see why they say it, innit? You know? But nevertheless, it's a very good album. So yeah, it's interesting to see that this is named after Kano's first record, man. But yeah, Let's see how this sounds, man. This is Wretch 32 Kano, Home Sweet Home.
Mommy said I'm hard of hearing. In a golden earrings, this is like a golden era. Schooled by the golden parents. Do your chores and run your errands before you say a sentence, cause children should be seen, not heard, or interference. So the front room door is closed. There's something on the stove sending shivers up my nose, and I can hear the dominoes. Then I hear one drop, then the rhythm's turning low, and I hear run shot. And now I'm really on my toes, so I ran the extra quick. Came back excited like they might just let me in until they asked me where's the Twix. Oh shit. Chatting to Melissa in the shop, she calls my memory to slip. The boy come back here with no twigs, with a blue bag like me I notice. They said I tricking out the book is the oldest. And when my weed there now, me I roll it right. Here we go again, and man, I even spent the change, so I'm just hoping he forgets. And as I creep off to my room, I hear them call me licorice. It went home sweet home when the community was gated. It was home sweet home when the community was raging. Pissing in the flats, and that was pissing off my neighbors. We only dodged the providence so we could pay the bailiffs. That was home sweet home to me. Kano made home sweet home for me. And you can switch up or act different, but my memory museum just won't take those from me. Luciano playing cleansing souls and his touching mine. These times I broke a dozen eggs about a dozen times. Blamed it on my cousin, cause my mother's the stubborn type. Probably won't let me touch the road till the summertime. Ran into the kitchen, can't be seen, got a duck and dive. These times it's like the Hunger Games when the hunger strikes. Sip the baby sham and now I'm feeling the butterfly. Left the Ritz biscuits but I'll come back another time. Thief me a thief, you know. What you stole, you're gonna reap, you know. It's not everything you need, you know. So much lessons earned running through my mother's purse for that bus pass money, trying to get to school to learn before she caught me. Boxed me in my face and told me 40. I probably wasn't even 14 in bullet hole jeans. String vest got me looking mean. Was Mr. Lover when Shabba had the lean and Desmond was the teen, and the Fresh Prince's happy black family. I thought that only happened on the screen. I saw it with my own two eyes that day. The swordfish had the sauce, but the rice was plain. Avon bubble bath when it's time to bathe, and the face I caught my eye before the iPhone came. It went home sweet home when the community was gated. It was home sweet home when the community was raging. Pissing in the flats and that was pissing off my neighbors. We only dodged the providence so we could pay the bailiffs. That was home sweet home to me. Kano made home sweet home for me. And you can switch up or act different, but my memory museum just won't.
Wretch text me at the Boeing 777. Must be lucky, can't go on a yard. But does the land that I'm leaving feel like abroad? 52 race cards on deck, but I don't shuffle, nah. I don't bogle, I don't tap dance for massa, nah. That's a pass, bruv. Summer barking road cassatars. Nothing classic like them Reeboks. I was gassing artless, screaming that's. I rocked the free stripes, but there was never free lions on my shirt if I no rasta. 73 years of hurt, jewels still gleaming up. John Barnes, Colton Palmer, Des Walker, Ian though. Country and the Queen, but if they took a penalty, we couldn't look into the screen. That was the talk amongst the league. Oh, it's funny how we come so far. My colours are still bitching about the last 12 yards. This is the jargies. You fill up the marquees. We're giving on the plantings. And you bastards can't speak when we're monkey chanting. Bet Saka never felt blacker. And Rashford was the beast till final. So really, we're some E's alright, those. But only when they feed our child, though. But take a nigga that's taking the mic cool. That's why I couldn't accept Legona's list. Cause one mistake, you're no longer brick. That's common shit when you're from the bits. Aw, walk a mile, nigga might go black home. You'll be all white in the morning. That's the country that we're born in.
It went home sweet home when the community was gated. It was home sweet home when the community was raging. Pissing in the flats and that was pissing off my neighbors. We only dodged the providence so we could pay the bailiffs. That was home sweet home to me. Kano made home sweet home for me. And you can switch up or act different, but my memory museum just won't take those from me.
Nah. K.
I love Kano, you know. I can't lie, man. I love Kano, bro, man. Kano is just a mad.
Oh my K.
Oh, when the Kano is switched on, yeah, it's just it's just, bro. It's like this, bro. It's like a wonder, fam. Do you get me, bruv? And I love how interesting. Well, like Wretch 32 is reflecting and he's giving us the past and like growing up in that apartment, fam, and some of the experience memories. But then you get Wretch 32, not Wretch 32, sorry, Kano getting us the present day. He's getting us, the races, you're a black athlete, like Saka and Rashford, but yet you're still getting experienced racism. And so how he's giving us a juxtaposition, how home sweet home is not, even though it's your home, it doesn't feel like
really your home. Yes. Yeah. And you know what? It's so, I love like what Kano said there, because Kay, you already know I feel like that. I was born here, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, the older that I've gotten, yeah, and the more I've seen stuff, read stuff, experienced stuff, yeah, I don't feel like this is my home. Yeah. I feel like this is a home away from home. And my real home is obviously where my background is, i.e. where my parents are from, and that's Ghana. You know what I'm saying? Even though, yes, I'm a British citizen, I've got a British passport, I was born here, I don't feel like this is my home, really. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like this is my home because of the things that I've seen and experienced. Being a young black boy that has lived in London, grown up in this country, like I just feel like, and remember, Kay, I've said it to you, man, on the group chat a number of times here. The reason why I personally don't support England is because I just feel like they use people like us, They use people like us. When you know, we're like obviously doing well, scoring, assisting, you know, getting the national team, the Olympic team to gold medals, to finals, then they want to cheer for us. As soon as we make a mistake, then that's when you see the real what they really think of us, and that's when obviously all the races come out. Now it's not everybody, it's not everybody that does it. I understand it, but there is a section of, you know,
quite prominent white individuals, white group.
And that's how they feel about us, bro. That's how they feel about us. That's how they really feel. They don't really consider us British. They don't.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I love the perspective that Kano was coming on there, because it's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
Exactly how I feel. Yes, I'm technically black British, but I don't feel like I'm black British. Yeah. I don't feel like that. So, bro,
to add, it would be quite interesting, because if you were like second generation French white individual, you could feel like this is your home, and that's the problem, you know, with racial politics. You get me? Is you're getting judged based on your skin color. It doesn't matter if you're 3 or 4 generations. Like some of these people, some of the Caribbeans are like 3 or 4 generations in now. But some of us are just on the first or even second, and they do not feel. But if they were white, or if they're from white France, they would not have had the same experiences that they had. So it just shows, you know, the insidiousness of racism, really. And who knows if we ever will shut it down enough to where you get people who are 3-4 generation in feeling loved as well. But then when you get stuff like Windrush scandal as well, you know, people, you know, passport being denied, it seems like that is just the wishful thinking, you know. But yeah, but a lovely track, man. I think both of them went really in. I love the production as well. But I'm happy that they were able to deliver that perspective, specifically from Kano, and even from Wretch V2, given his past as well. And I can't lie. I feel like I'm gonna put this on my best of the year list, bro.
It's already there.
I feel like this is the best record I've heard so far. The other ones, I think the first one, good. This one I loved it, but the other ones I feel like okay, a little bit change here, a little bit this and there. But this one I feel like from start to finish, loving it.
This was the best, because even me and you, we were both like just like
like
our mind, bro. Like oh my, like bro, we were spazzing. We were and oh boy. Yeah, this is the best track on here, bro. I can't even lie so far. This is
and one more thing as well. It seems like the track list is now going to change to more be introspective as well about identity even more, because we got Home Sweet Home, they've got the interlude, then we got Black and British, which is one of the records that he did release, and the Windrush one as well. And then it seemed like it's going to continue on with that theme as well. With the album. So it's interesting sequencing is kind of done with this album, where the first half we get a little bit introduction of that, but then we get more of the filler, the party vibe records, and sort of set in within the theme of home, and then now we're getting more of the topical records.
Nice spot, kid, nice spot. And so next track is Home Is Where the Heart Is, interlude. So this is an interlude, so I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a short one, isn't it? But let's see, innit?
They call me all of the names under the sun. Still I rise, holding calm. Home is where the heart is, how you stay where you are. They call me all of the names under the sun. Still I rise, holding calm. Home is where the heart is, why you stay where you
Interesting.
I like that. One thing to add as well, and I kind of agree with his perspective. But that's also kind of controversial. Essentially, saying home is where the heart. Actually, am I reading it wrong? In a sense that what I thought, is that where you stay the most and where you live the most, that is your home, despite how you're treated over there.
Yeah.
And that's quite like when some people live in some of the most terrible, you get treated terribly, but they still fight to have like the amazing things that people from the Windrush generation have achieved for us. So like for me to be able to get the jobs that I've got, to walk freely in London, even in some of the areas, to do some of the hard works, and then they had to deal with police racism and all of that type of stuff as well. No, obviously there's still some people that are, but not as much. But it is really interesting in that interlude throwing up all these things. But I like this. This is a very good interlude.
Same here. And I definitely get what Rich is saying, because like, listen, you see with me, I can only use me as an example in it. Again, I was brought up here, and obviously over the years I've actually deep a lot of things in it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like a lot of things in terms of like systemic racism, like how I'm really viewed here and stuff like that. But I can't help but have some sort of attachment, towards this country, whether it's toxic or not in it. I have, it's weird. It's weird. It's a toxic. It's a toxic relationship, because even though I've gotten treated unfairly in some cases, and I can see that me being black has kind of hindered me in certain aspects of my life, in terms of like the job market, getting opportunities in certain fields. Because I've spent all my life here, I still.
It's what innit?
Yeah. So, bro, Wretch is speaking my language. Wretch is speaking my language, bro. I get it, bro. I get it. Like, I refuse to be in a toxic relationship with this country.
But then if you go somewhere else, then you're like, bro, I don't even know this area like that, bro. Like, I have to reclimatize, bro.
Bro, I have a British accent, bro. Like, I can't escape it, fam. I have a British accent.
I said, man, I even got a British name as well. We got British names as well, bro. Like Kevin, was it Irish or what is it? Irish is definitely Anglo-Saxon name, fam.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like raw, like, so Wretch, I hear you, bro. I hear you. But yeah, no, that was lovely. And that perfectly leads us on to one of the singles. This single was hard, bro.
Yeah, it was very good. It was very, and also the stories that he was talking about. Was it called black people being molested, black molestation in black
community, which is very common, and it's something that doesn't get spoken about enough. So I'm glad that Wretch obviously highlights this in it, because it's something that happens or has happened a lot in the black community.
And it just gets put under the rug, like
it gets under the rug, brother. So but then this one's deep in it, and shout out to Little Sims. Obviously her first was cold. Shout out to Benjamin AD as well. Kay, do you know Benjamin AD? That's his brother is Young Ad.
Okay.
Yeah, his brother is.
That's interesting. Okay, that's interesting.
From what's that thing called?
Fucking with that group, man. D Block Europe.
Yeah. That's his brother, bro. So obviously. They're both talented, man. They come from a talented family. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wow. How old is he? He's the same age or is he younger?
I'm not too sure. I think he looks older, but he might be younger, innit? But he looks older.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he looks older. Yeah. But Benjamin D's cold, bro. He's cold.
I can't wait to hear more of his stuff.
Yeah. Check out his stuff, man. So yeah, this is Black and British.
In all honesty, all we got is love. We can only pay you in visits. Family orientated, I'll never stray from my siblings. Heard some war stories when uncle came from the prison. He was good at making money, but bad at making decisions. Mummy's got a hand in the partner to make a shilling. She'll have to put her arm and a leg in to make a difference. Daddy's out chasing the women, breeding the village, breaking all kind of records to place the blame on the Guinness. When my mother asked, it was never up for discussion. Some lessons learned have different meanings for others. Black History Month, where they taught me that I was nothing, in the school of hard knocks where I had to fight for my cousin. Roll up your sleeves, work twice as hard just to please. Don't beg nobody for eat, I never chat to police. And on Black Boy Lane, I was caught on my own. He told me go back to my country, I thought I was home. Guess I was wrong.
Really, I just wanna spread love. Know it's been a minute, still think about us. Always on our wave, cause it gets me through. Ooh. Really, I'm just trying to stay up. Yeah. Really, I just wanna spread love. Know it's been a minute, still think about us. Always on our wave, cause it gets me through. Ooh.
When all is said and done, I want the baddest bitches. I just really wanna move my address in it. Want my 40 acres with my palace in it. They don't care about you when you black and British. Course I got a knife, you don't cut me no slack. Wanna touch the dreads, you don't know me like that. Now you colorblind, you don't know it's I'm black. So we stay trapping, come our homie mind trap. Granny came here to build a future based on pure hope, but the road ain't paved with gold, it was paved with go home. Imagine being a doctor and they've doctored your role. You've got the qualification, they ain't offering no. You came in to seek employment and coming to clean the toilets. Money I for make, now we're running, we're seeing Boyd and my cousin as well. Even my auntie's on bail. Fuck you, my uncle from hell. That's cause you keep touching all the family that's under your spell. Everyone just turns a blind eye when they know you need help. That's black and British when you come from a suffering world. Stop saying that's how he is. If that's the case, he shouldn't be sharing beds with a kid. You put our feels to the side. Bills to the side, out sight, out of mind. Is my dad still alive? Stepdad arrives. Devil in disguise, Tina. Wanna ask your partner how it feels to be IQ put on a brave face. It's the bravest I've ever seen. Got a jester for a king and you still a queen. Lying when they ask when I'm crying, I kept it in. Now I'm grown, it's Game of Thrones. If I catch him, it's guillotines.
I swear I'd never make my mother cry. She taught me how to make a bed out of a bunch of lies, and how a man's supposed to wear his tie. I was 12 when the world let you down a dozen times. When you say black and British, what is it that comes to mind? How do you progress in life when you're stuck behind? I had an attitude with my teachers in school, but as soon as I got home, I knew that tone could never fly. Raising a teenage girl, no help, no channel of support, no fairy, no tales. Barely could afford, no wishing, no wells, no hands was a veil with the hands we was dealt.
Really, I just wanna spread love. Know it's been a minute, still think about us. Always on our way, cause it gets me through. Ooh. Really, I'm just trying to stay up. Yeah. Really, I just wanna spread love. Know it's been a minute, still think about us. Always on our way, cause it gets me through. Ooh.
When all is said and done, I want the baddest bitches. I just really wanna move my address in it. Want my 40 acres with my palace in it. They don't care about you when you black and British. Course I got a knife, you don't cut me no slack. Wanna touch the dreads, you don't know me like that. Now you colorblind, you don't know it's I'm black. So we stay trapping, come our homie mind trap.
It's an expression about fighting fire with fire. We're a loser by doing that.
I know. It's like what is going on in South Africa. But for me, I know there is a day, and that day is not far, that I must die. And if I die today, I'm just dead. Because as long as I know I died, to let someone else live.
Real talk. Yeah, okay. Black and British, bro. Oh my days.
I love Wretch's verse, man. Wretch's verse is very sad, man, but it's hard.
It's, you know, I think, again, Wretch's verse on this record is very important because it touches on, obviously, the dysfunctional black family, you know, and...
dysfunctional, guys. Dysfunctional. Don't be racist and think all dysfunctional.
Yeah, exactly. And just obviously the generational curses that have embedded, you know, the black family for generations. I mean, number one, as you were saying, his pups going out and breeding. You know what I'm saying? Getting drunk.
Blaming on the alcohol, fam. Blaming on the
alcohol, you know, and then that creates, you know, this sort of cycle of broken families, you know. Again, this is something that is still happening to this very day, you know, and it's sad that it happens, but it's real, okay? It's real, and I love the fact that obviously, like I said, Wretch is highlighting this because, yeah, it's a big problem. It's a big problem, and the amount of damage that it causes as well. There's a lot of children out there that have obviously come from black families that have brothers and sisters that they don't even know about. The ones there, like they don't. Okay, you'll be amazed how many. Okay, let me just talk specifically about the Windrush generation. Let's not even get into like African families as well, because that's a whole different story. But the Windrush generation, like unfortunately, a lot of the males within that time were known for just going out there and just having unprotected sex, and just obviously, going out there and just breeding whoever they can find in it. The ones there, and obviously, what that does, Kay. I spoke about it just a few minutes ago. It creates a lot of broken families. The ones that, like a lot of broken families, a lot of broken homes, and obviously the cycle then continues. The ones there because
brokenness breeds more broken and broken people who make more broken kids, and then just more broken in some ways, not fully broken, but broken maybe in terms of relationships or the way they treat their children. And
yes, and a lot of these fathers and a lot of these men or these fathers that were doing this are also not in their kids' life. So then that creates another problem. You've got a whole generation of people with trauma. You understand, like with daddy issues, like this. It's just a mess. It's just a mess, and this is a cycle that's been going on for generations. So I love, that Wretch spoke on it, man. And obviously, like I said, his perspective, is just it's amazing, man. I can't lie, it's amazing, and it's accurate. It's very pinpoint.
I agree, and also just in the way how things are just swept under the rugs, and things more important things are not necessarily brought up as well, and then the damage that kind of causes. In terms of the mum not being open, talking about her partner not being there for the family and what that does to the son, which I assume especially to and obviously what I brought up before, the molestation as well, but then they're allowing the molester to sleep with the kids as well. Which is insane as well. And then obviously Little Sims obviously continues on with the same themes as well, and she brings up how seeing her mother being let down at the age of 12, presumably by different scenarios that's happened to them as well. So I mean, it's a really interesting, brilliant verses from both. Love Wretch's verses, a lot of it as well. Record as well. I find the chorus slightly odd though, because he said all I want is bitches, and then what's it called? So then I understand the 48 acres and the other stuff. I think that added to it, but the bitches part, I feel like for me that stood out like a sore thumb, because I didn't feel like it fit in quite a lot with his topical themes, what he's speaking about. But just more graphic with me. What do you? I think you already said what you thought anyway. But anyway.
I hear what you're saying, innit? But I think for me, maybe that line I can't really dissect what he meant by that, innit? I think I think basically he was just trying to say, like, after everything that my ancestors went through, innit? What's there? It's like reparations, innit? You understand? What did Kendrick say? I deserve it all.
I deserve it all.
Yeah. So maybe he was trying to flip it like that, innit? But yeah, man, bro. Other than that, man, do you know what it is as well? I love just the whole question of what being black and British means. Because think about it, Kate. What does that actually even mean? Being black and British. Have you ever just really sat down and just deep
thought about it?
Deeped it. Like, what does black and British even mean? What does it mean to you? What value does it have to you? And I love the fact that Wretch is obviously posing out that question. You know what I'm saying? Because it's and he obviously he did that on purpose. Obviously, he wants us to think what it really means, because I think a lot of the time we see it as a not compliment, but we see it as a not superpower, but we see it's like we see being black and British as valuable, right?
Yeah, because it's the the place in the world that Britain has or still has, even though that's diminishing. But
when you think about it, is it really valuable? And that's what Wretch is trying to get you to think about. Is it really valuable being black?
I mean, it's valuable when you go back home and you spend your pounds.
Of course, yes. It does.
Well, that's down to money, isn't it, now as well?
Yeah.
But then when you bring the complicated aspect of it, by terms of the way you're treated, and also the condition in which not majority, but good part of black individuals live in the UK, that does question, the validity of sort of what it is to be a black and British, and if it's so great, and if you add into what Kano is saying in terms of the way you're treated, then it's almost like
that's what I'm saying, because he also said on this he also said in one of the verses on this track that someone told him to go back home, and then he and then I think Wretch's rebuttal was like, I thought I was home.
Yeah.
So that's what he's trying to say, like, yes, we've been conditioned to think that being black and British holds this sort of weight, but really and truly does it? Because when push comes to shove, they don't really see us as British.
Or a core group. I think maybe 20 or 15% of the population. Again, I don't have the data, so don't reference me. Do not feel or feel as that you have a specific home somewhere else. But I think a lot of it's down to ignorance as well. And in human history, we've been migrating for hundreds of thousands of years as well. So 100,000 of years, I'm sure. I'll be very surprised if England is even called England and not called another name, because if you look at historically the way things are changing, things are always changing. Even nations were not a thing. It used to be empires, and then that changed, colonies and stuff. So I agree. I agree with a lot of things that Wretch 2 is bringing up on this particular record as well. And Ad's singing was quite nice as well. Although I do feel like he flipped it in a way that I expected him to flip it as well. So it would have been nice maybe to sing the chorus in a different way. Do you get me? But the verses are incredibly important and very thought-provoking.
100%. And that's what this track, I think, was meant to do. It was meant to make you think in it, and it definitely did that, man. You know what I'm saying? Hard. And one of my favorites off of this tape. So the next track, is called Windrush, and it's featuring an artist by the name of Cash. I also tried to sign Cash.
Hello, who's Cash? Who's that? Let's see.
Yeah, so bro, he was on Koji Radical's last album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I know who. I think I know.
Yeah. It's the track. What was the track called? It was literally my favorite track off of that tape. When I bless my Lord.
Born.
Born. Yeah. He was. Yeah. So Cash. Cash obviously is originally from Jamaica, but obviously came over here when he was young, and he's doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing. He's a good artist still. He's a good artist. Yeah, it's a good artist. So this is Windrush, and he's featuring Cash.
Windrush take me go and work over foreign. I want a better life, I mean I want beg for it. Bring the dinner home, they pick me down like porridge. I miss the sunshine, it's still a freeze and it's August. I'm a little brother upon wing like marriage. Sell a little weed and I'm have to pay for it. Story of my life, it's kind of based on it. Story of my life, there's no honor amongst thieves. I was in the trap selling junk to the junkies. Gorillas in the mist got me running with monkeys. Grand's disappointed, thinks I've turned into unky. But we just want to eat cause everyone's got the munchies. I know they had higher hopes for us, but I've been buying gold from selling loads of dust. As long as hell's frozen and heaven's over us, then I'ma do the sign of the cross and hope for luck. That means running the gauntlet. Understand the difference between the hare and the tortoise. If I gotta fight for my freedom, I'll never forfeit. I'm just trying to find a new reason to be important. I'm running out of those. Every time I look my wife in the eye, she see a ghost. Tired ain't a word, dying ain't a verb. What's the state of mind when your mind's overworked? Even mine's overworked, and that's because all we do is try hard, then we try again. Didn't know life could have been feeling like death. Ain't no tapping out, we do it for the kids them. We're from Brixton, but they don't say we're bridge them. I hope when the kids grow, they enrich them with opportunity, open arms, not a fist clenched. 5 times 5 means we burn the system. Still we turn up the systems. Long as my suit them linens, Clark side slipping, and the wings them a chrome on the bench. And I can blast my rhythm and jerk my chicken, I still have a roof over my head. And the church bells ringing on Sunday dinnings with faith and grace. We're blessed, no matter how dark my skin is. There is no difference, we're all just soul and flesh.
Lord, the teaching is that he is black.
You're lying or you're dying, never put it on God. We're hearing those lines on the newspaper. You're lying or you're dying, never put it on God. But it's so hard. Yeah.
We are second generation black people in this country. The first generation went through that. Can't we learn from our own mistakes?
They not preach them say, so black man go and stand up and take pressure all the day of them life and don't give back nothing.
My future. Nah, this from the old man modeling agency.
West Ham supporters, Millwall supporters, Chelsea supporters will come together to beat up black man.
I have my 6-year-old son look on me and tell me he want white.
You envy me for my moves. You don't envy me for my shoes. You don't envy me for my shoes. Cause you know you couldn't go 0 minutes down the road. Yet you wanna put your heel on my soul so you can step on me and pull my roots out cause you don't want me to grow. You fabricate cause you don't want me to know. Made me fall in love with staying in this place and now you want me to go. Half of the story has never been told. Tell me, how many female detainees did you trick and give pills to kill their babies? Cause if the babies were born then they would have been citizens. God knows you will deserve imprisonment. Anyway, it's the return of the immigrant. Can't get rid of him, can't get rid of weed. Being free one time used to be a dream till I realized that it's a dream cause I'm still asleep. Yeah.
Yo, it's getting heavy. I can't lie. It's getting heavy.
It's keeping with the theme in it.
Yeah. And you know what? I love the bit that he added. Obviously, where people were kind of voicing their frustrations. You know what I'm trying to say? Like how
been treated basically. Yeah.
Things were at the time, innit? And obviously adds another layer to this track, innit? And just to the whole topic of the Rimrush generation, like a lot of people back then were upset, man, of how they were being treated because obviously they thought that they were coming here, for a better life, essentially. They were promised a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? They were promised a lot of things, but those promises, fell through or those promises never came to pass. And I feel like the disgruntlement that they felt back then has been carried on from generation to generation. And I think, somebody, one of the people that was speaking, was saying that, I can't even, get a mortgage. I can't even do this. I can't even do that, for me, some type of way, K, innit? It makes me feel some type of way. I'm very in tune with my blackness, innit? Dr. Umar, you understand? I want to Dr. Umar's disciples, you know what I'm saying? So, like when I hear stuff like this, man, it just upsets me because
I agree.
I
agree with you. The stories and some of the trials and tribulation they faced, and what some people are facing, and so even what we are facing is terrible, and it's disheartening. And also, I loved as well Wretch V2 talking about his present day perspective, being born from parents who were part of the Windrush, but talking about his grandmother, admonishing him. I think that's the right word for, being in the street selling drugs as well. But then he's like, as long as, what did he say? As long as there's a piece of ice and as long as there's heaven above us, I'm gonna keep on going out there and praying for luck. Do you get me? I love the level of mix between materialism and like hoping that, you know, despite the madness that he's doing, that he's gonna come out of it as well. And also, I think another brilliant line was the state of mind. How important is the state of mind when you're living in an environment like that? Like, it almost becomes, you know, almost nothing. It's a bit like what 50 Cent was talking about in one of the interviews. You know, how depression is a luxury. You know, coming from where he's coming from as well. So yeah, it was really interesting, brilliant, beautiful line amongst with some of the stuff that G brought up as well on the record as well. So yeah.
Yeah, 100%. There was a point I was trying to make, but I think I've forgotten it. What I think it was a good point still. Yeah, I think Wretch was saying how like you sort of dragged us here, yeah, you know, and made us feel like this was our home. But then now it's like, yeah, now you kind of, it's not. You want us to all go back, but you made us feel like it was our home. You told us to settle here. You know the ones there.
Yeah. We didn't come on our own.
And now we're settled. You're telling us that we need to go back. Like, come on, bro. So, yeah. But yeah, like, what do you think about Cash? I think he killed it still.
Oh yeah, I loved Cash. I love Cash in his singing. He fit the record really well. I love Cash. Yeah. Shout out to Cash. I feel like that's one of the I think he's had one of the strongest features so far for me as well. Because the Skip Marley, I feel like he sounded a little bit odd coming onto the record as well. Cash felt like he was just the record as well. Do you get me? Shout out to Cash.
Yeah, shout out to Cash, man. Shout out to Cash. Shout out to his manager as well, Barry.
Yeah.
So yeah, next track is called Little Things, and he's featuring, you know,
Angel, bruv, man, like Angel.
UK R&B OG, Angel. You know,
Angel's had an interesting career, man.
He's had an interesting career, man. He was supposed to be next up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he was supposed to be the next Lamar, bro, or the next.
I think he came. It's odd one. Do you get me? It's like you know when there's the height, and if you come when the dip is down, and then the industry changes, it's almost like it's so hard to have a career that like someone like Lamar. Or even Omar Like Folk had, do you get me, during the 90s and 2000s era.
Facts, yeah. But shout out to Angel there. This is Little Things.
Only you see the side of me, don't forget. In love when I fell, it broke my defense. I love when your hands them lock round my dreads. I'm big on the little things. And if shit went left, then I'll have no regrets. Cause the diamonds time not bust down protects. And it's all about the balance, please don't forget. I'm big on the little things. It's the little things, that's why we've already won. Gentle affection and touch. Bear with me, I'm growing up. I just left some bodies for someone. Are you I love me look after? Like you're somebody's daughter. I'll maybe give you a daughter. Ooh, yeah. It's the little things, yeah. Like when you walk in a room, put a smile on my face. It's the little things, yeah. How you nourish my soul like the food on my plate. It's the little things.
Your belly's getting bigger, you're taking pics in the mirror. Still I'm so astonished that women can grow a pillar. If home is where the heart is, then part of me's in your villa. And I can't wait to meet her, the thought of it makes me shiver. Said I found happy was only painting a picture now. Watch the work of art when both our faces configure the insecurity killer. I'm trying to take you to dinner, for me you're always a pinner. Still the combination is the conversation we speak. Without an ultimatum, exercising patience and peace. We used to pass the blame, but now we're cool accepting defeat. As long as you overstand that understanding's all that I need.
That's why we've already won. Gentle affection and touch. Bear with me, I'm growing up. I just left some bodies for someone. Are you I love me look after? Like you're somebody's daughter. I'll maybe give you a daughter. Ooh, yeah. It's the little things, yeah. Like when you walk in a room, put a smile on my face. It's the little things, yeah. How you nourish my soul like the food on my plate. It's the little things. Where you are gone, lay in my arms. It's the little things. It's the little things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Little things, bro.
Say again.
That was Little Things. What do you think about that, bro?
I was gonna ask you first because you're the R&B connoisseur, innit, fam? Do you get me? Yeah, actually, no. You go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead. You're the R&B connoisseur.
Yeah,
Man.
no. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I can't even lie to you. I liked Angels singing on that, you know.
Yeah, Angel.
Yeah, I liked. I was skeptical because I hadn't heard Angel in a minute, you know. So I didn't really know how he was going to do this record. Yeah, but yeah, like I liked his singing. I can't lie. Yeah, I liked his singing, and obviously I liked the sort of reggae feel that this track kind of gave. Again, shout out to the production, man. I think the production on this album has been top tier. It's been top tier, man.
It's been very good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, overall, Kevin, I like this record, you know.
Yeah, and sorry, go on.
No, go.
Yeah, it's also Wretch 2 now sort of talking specifically about what it is that person does. That kind of makes the relationship tick when he said, as long as you're overstanding, we always will have an understanding. Like and also as long as we're both accepting defeats, we can move on. So it's also about not wanting to win every argument, not having sort of the biggest ego, so to speak, as well, but willing to take an L for the relationship to move forward. I assume obviously in the right
which is very cool.
Which is what I wanted it was one of the records that I mentioned. You get me?
Yeah.
The Western record. We kind of got it here on this record as well. So yeah, I love some of the words what Wretch 2 is saying for sure, man. Really
very mature and very like grown.
Yeah, very mature.
Wretch is up, bro. I saw Wretch is 40.
Yeah, he's basically, but he is 40, bro. He's been a grown man, fam.
Yeah, he's a grown man. So you know what it is, yeah. I like it when grown men talk about grown men things in it. You know what I'm saying? And
they should do it more often. I think it's a big problem because I feel like these young men, they chat like it becomes so monotonous when you hear them talking and you feel like, yo, you man have never been in a relationship, bro. Because the way you man
are never gonna.
They're our age as well, fam. These men are like, bro, like little baby them, and they're our age, fam.
Yeah, and you man are never gonna grow up. You're still doing things that you should literally. You know the ones there. You're still doing things that literally should be out of your system by now. Do you know what I'm saying? So I love when obviously we hear like a very grown and mature perspective out of elder statesmen like Wretch, because I mean I'm 33K, you're 31, going on 32 this year. So man, we don't want to be hearing, you know what I'm trying to say, this girl. Nah, man, we want to hear the growth. Yeah, we want to hear the growth. We want to hear something that we can learn from.
Unless the beat sounds amazing, fam, and the wordplay is amazing, then you can get away with it. But most of the time, you won't.
Yeah, like we want to hear substance. We want to hear like a grown man's perspective. I mean, Rich, you've lived on this earth for 40 years, bro. You've got kids, bro.
Must give us something.
Yeah, you got. So we don't want to be hearing you, bro. Now we want to hear like how things are for you now. Like, what have you learned over the years? What are some of the mistakes you've made? What are some of the mistakes you've learned from? Like, we want to hear, you know what I'm saying? We want you to put us on game. Not even just us, like, because obviously we're grown, but the younger generation, you know what I'm saying? Like, we want you to put them on game, man. And and obviously Wretch has given us that perspective on this album, especially on this song. So yeah, man, I fuck with it, K. I fuck with it.
Yeah. No, I loved Wretch's verses as well, man. I'm happy. I'm happy it wasn't like I beat this girl and then I'm not texting her and I'm texting that my new thing and I'm driving a Tesla or whatever it is, bro. Like you get me, those like braggadocious rhymes do not fit.
It's like, bro, like nah, man, like. Come on, bro. Like, we don't want to be hearing that, man. And also, I think it'll be weird for us to hear that because this album is an album full of substance. You know the one?
Yeah.
Full of like introspection and all of that. So if Wretch comes on that type of wave, I'm just like, bro, what is this? Like, it doesn't really fit the theme of the record, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or the album. So I'm glad that Wretch kind of came on that sort of perspective, man. But yeah, man, cold, bro, cold. So. yo, this one might be Grease, you know, because it's got scraps on it. I can't even lie, bro. It might be some.
It's called Peace and Love, though. So
let's see. Do you know what it is? I've seen. I can't lie. I've heard some growth in Scraps' music, you know. I can't lie, bro. I can't lie. He's shown some growth in it. I think ever since he's come out of prison, you know, he's kind of shown a bit of
change perspective.
Let's see. Let's see. So Peace and Love featuring Scraps, man. Another UK rap legend or OG, however you want to call it, bro.
Ooh, politics going on. All the babies them growing up. So we also till the morning come. Still I don't know why it's always us. Be us. House by the hills. Still we make it work for the working class. Time don't stand still. Make it last. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Why the war can't done?
Cause my people still suffering. The problems ain't stopping. You can keep your peace offering. It's winter outside, so everybody's probably hustling. Summertime is due to start going off again. The streets start gossiping, and that's when the police start locking in and niggas start getting locked up. And only God we trust, cause the system's corrupt. And when push comes to shove, it's been them versus us. Plus it's us versus us too. So if it's fuck me, it's fuck you. Respect's due when I come through. I've got a lot to gain and even more to lose. In the morning I don't watch the news, cause I'm too busy calculating moves. I stay true to myself, all this pain that I felt. I guess it's just the cards I was dealt. You can't hear, you're gonna feel, cause it's real in the field. That's the main reason that I can't chill until I got my
house by the hills. Still we make it work for the working class. Time don't stand still. Make it last. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Why the war can't done? I ain't safe till I break and escape the estate. It was fate, but I can't win the game always. I'm amazed that I paved me a way. Had to step on them stones in the concrete. A little bit of drive and they pulling me over. The war can't done cause we don't know where it's over. So we're selling green in the form of a clover. Just to get some luck, but me luck if you know we are. I had a line, so my brother and my sister had a line. Sometimes I think we're trying to draw a way out. Maybe that's why the pen's the jailhouse. Told Cuz to write me, it's too posted up to post the mail out. My niggas in the can get monthly payments from man. See, I don't never turn my back, I don't even go back to back anymore. Ask the fam to tell me why it's a gang when there's tension under the bridge and water over the dam, it's a floor. House by the hills. Still we make it work for the working class. Time don't stand still. Make it last. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Why the war can't done?
It's gonna get worse, you don't understand. Of course it's gonna get worse. Look what happened. They kill a mother, they shoot a mother, they lock up innocent children. What worse can happen? They can come at your yard and kill you. They can come at your yard and kill you. They can come at my yard and kill me, right? And they can go to a British court and a British judge will look at them and say, it's all right, you don't have nothing to answer. Shoot a woman, it's all right. You was under stress, you've been working so hard, and we gave you a gun, not realizing the pressures you was under, so you could go in there and shoot her. But don't worry about it. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to dismiss the cases, but you can't have a gun again. Great. Well done. Justice has been deemed to be served.
Cold, bro. Cold.
I love Scraps verse, man. Scraps.
See, okay, what did I say? What did I say?
You know what it is? He was the question mark in there, fam, but he actually he pulled that beat nicely, bro.
Hey, remember I said to you, Scraps, I've seen growth in Scraps, you know. Even his last year that he released, like I don't know if you've heard it in it, but
no, I just saw it now, but now I haven't heard it.
Yeah, bro, like Scraps has grown up, you know what I'm saying? So I was encouraged, I can't lie, and he didn't disappoint, his verse was cold, bro.
But he wrote that beat so nicely, and he's making interesting points as well, like keeping at what Wretch is talking about, like not feeling loved as well, but the system being the enemy, but also the infighting that's going on in the community, fam. Do you get me? Like, do you get me?
I think it was good to get Scraps on this because obviously, again, I think it touches on like the injustice of the police, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? Like the police and obviously, like, again, I think something we haven't touched on, Kay, during obviously the whole Windrush generation, there was a number of issues that a lot of people in the community had with the police, innit? You know?
Yeah.
Documentaries, like in regards to like all of the trouble that like a lot of people in the community were having with some of the local police authorities, innit?
And police injustice as well that they were facing as well.
That they suffered in the end. It was very, very poetic to get Scraps on this because obviously Scraps is notoriously known for having run-ins with the police in it. You don't know what's there, fam. So he was the perfect person.
First-hand experience.
Yeah, he was the perfect person to get on this because even like during his verse here, you can tell, bro, like Scraps here. I can bet you any money here that when Wretch called up Scraps and said, "Yo, bro, I want you on a record on my album," Scraps is like, oh, "Okay, what's the record about?" It's about like police injustice. Scraps is say no more, bro. I'm gonna send you the verse today, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can tell that Scraps here, he was really in his pocket with this one, innit? Because this sort of track here, like the theme of it, he can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's had a number of run-ins.
Yeah.
So it was poetic for me. You know what I'm trying to say, to hear Scraps on this, man, and he fucking killed it, bro. He
sounded like this is his beat, and I love it. When an artist sounds like that, then you know that's a good collaborator. Like you want an artist to not feel like they're not that like this is not their beat. You want them to feel like it is their beat, and maybe even give them alley-oop. You know, you've seen it. He should not be named Kanye West when he gives alley-oop to Nicki Minaj, like on Drive Slow, fam. The white rapper, I can't remember his name as well, but he sounded Pro War. You get me? So it's about creating those moments, and I think Scraps took the baton, so to speak, and just passed the line. You know, so.
And it's about getting the right feature artist on the right record, isn't it? You know what I'm
100%.
saying? The theme needs to fit in,
and that's where you can get it right or wrong. Loads of artists they get their feature, but they don't make sure that the theme kind of fits with what he's saying. Yes. I think who's notorious for that? Someone, I don't know, like they'll get someone and then he's sitting there talking about what he's talking about, but like it has no bearing to what he was talking about. Talking about before. So I love that they kept with the theme.
Yeah, and shout out to fucking as soon as I heard Jules' tag, I knew that this.
You're like, yes.
Yeah. The production. Ooh. Yo, Jules is cold, man. Shout out to Jules every single time, bro. You know? Yeah. Now that was hard, K. Hard.
Yeah.
Hard. Yeah, one of my favorites. I can't lie. One of my favorites. So yeah, K, we've only got 3 tracks remaining. So the next track is called God's Work and it's featuring Avalor. I don't know who Avalor is, bro.
I have no clue, guys. I mean, that might be another singer, to be honest.
Yeah. It might be. But yeah,
maybe a rapper. Who knows? But
yeah, this year.
If this isn't God's work, then tell me who I walk with. Power moves when I step forward. Like wake up and say a prayer every morning. Sitting by the phone waiting on my calling. Smoking unimportant. Told her it's the small things. Like whenever you hold me, I feel endorphins. Whatever you told me, I feel important. Like whatever it gon' be, we never forced it. Yeah.
Each to their own. I'm on getting paper, putting peas in my pod. Odds are you're busy trying to even the scores. The funny thing about numbers is they're even and odd. Still I'm the cream of the crop. Whipping around the town now, swear back up. The spinner still a spin around out here. Hang up. When them try to call me out here. No matter, we all end up now the ground out here. If I turn a blind eye, it's kinda like a peace offering. Never underlook the vision when you're trying to see profit. fell out with my brother, he knows that I'll bleed for him. We ain't seeing eye to eye, but we ain't gotta speak on it. Prison's got my brothers in a hold and it ain't stopping the smart. This nigga's always sitting down, Stephen Hawking. Shallow minds will never understand deep pockets. Still you get my last pinky, that's a promise.
If this isn't God's work, then tell me who I walk with. Power moves when I step forward. Like, wake up and say a prayer every morning. Sitting by the phone, waiting on my calling. Smoking unimported, told her it's the small things. Like, whenever you hold me, I feel endorphins. Whatever you told me, I feel important. Like, whatever it gon' be, we never forced it. Yeah, yeah.
It's all in the mind. Some will call it luck, but I just call it design. I'm on autopilot, you're just boarding the flight. But they say I'm down to earth, I wasn't born in the sky. I used to count the planes flying past, thinking one day will I see it firsthand. I made £1,100 and gave my mum my first grand. I had £100 left, I bought an ounce. They say money don't grow on trees, it's different loud. Imagine mommy looking in the eyes of one of the children to bring the dinner home. Electric helped light up the building, my first pressure, but I found that I was really resilient. It gave my blood, sweat and tears and all my limbs, now I'm limping. Keep the money in the circle, let it rotate. Every time I show the O, I feel it okay. I pray all my niggas die of old age. I know the most die knows me.
If this isn't God's work, then tell me who I walk with. How it moves when I step forward. Like, wake up and say a prayer every morning. Sitting by the phone, waiting on my calling. Smoking unimported, told her it's the small things. Like, whenever you hold me, I feel endorphins. Whatever you told me, I feel important. Like, whatever it gon' be, we never forced it. Yeah, yeah. I'm just tryna get you out your shell, yeah. Must be going heaven cause it's hell, yeah. Know that I'ma get it cause I'm hellbent. Set them records straight and sell them. Yeah, 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 yeah. Niggas fuck the planner so we shelve them. Yeah, yeah. I'ma probably show before I tell them. We gon' sit together like we welding. Push me to my edges and I gel them.
Yeah, so that was God's work, bro. That one was spiritual, I can't lie. That one was spiritual, bro. That one was spiritual. What do you think about that one, K?
Not a bad song. Not a bad song. Again, Wretch 3-2 is always got clever wordplays, clever lyricism. The way, you know, different sort of punch. And there was one about like they say I'm earthbound, but I really came from heaven, or one of those lines. I can't say properly because I ain't got the lyrics part as well. And then another one as well. I love again his wordplay as well. Obviously, still dab along in the same sort of theme and rapping about slightly before as well. And Avalura's okay. It's one of those records where I feel like maybe what more can we mince out from this theme that he hasn't said before, because he's repeating a lot of stuff that he said already as well, but obviously he's bringing up interesting punchline as well. But that's why this record does not stand out that much. What stands out for me is the different punchline that he's always very good at doing. It's still, I want him to do something different. I don't know, maybe just speak just on the spiritual side of the whole. Makes sense. Like what important, the importance God has in a black home. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Do you get me? That will completely. I mean, it's there as a title, but we still kind of get in the same theme and delivery, but not the religious bit. Well, again, maybe we're talking about a completely different record than what he's presented and given to us. But
because I think he definitely makes references to the spiritual side, and you know the ones there, but. Yeah, he doesn't make that the main focus, which I thought he would do in it, you know. And
I think he should do, because I'm sure that is a heavy theme. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. That's a very good point, actually.
It's a very good point, Kay. I think that's probably what is missing in this. Yeah. Again, he touches on it, Kay, because essentially what he's saying is like, despite all of the hardships that man goes through in it, it's God that obviously helps man to prosper in it. And you know, at the end of the day, everything that I've accomplished in life, everything that, you know, the Wimbush generation was able to kind of, you know, the ones they accomplish is God's work in it. You know, the ones there, it's God's blessings upon them. But yeah, I would have liked for him to kind of expand on that and obviously make
that the centerpiece.
Make that the centerpiece in it. You know, the ones there. And but yeah, no, it was still a cool record. I think obviously I would say that out of all the records I've heard so far, this is probably my least favorite. But it's still a cool record, isn't it? You know the ones there.
Yeah, for sure.
I think if we hadn't heard what we had heard before, Kay, we would say, oh, like, okay, cool. Like this one, we can hold it in a much more higher esteem, innit? You know the ones there. But because we've heard what we've heard, innit? you know, it's like, okay, cool. Now this is cool, innit? Like, you know, the ones there, like, we fuck with it.
But it's almost getting to that point where it's becoming like repetitive, and what you want to do with this song is to completely to keep maybe 20% of what you said, but you need to throw the rest of it out and think about the religious context. Do you get me? And then that'll be a standalone, beautiful record on its own that has a place in this home that you're talking about. But go on.
Yeah, because like it doesn't stand out from all of the other that's the problem. But it's cool because not every record on an album is gonna stand out in it. You know, you're gonna
unless it's 10 out of 10 in it.
Yeah, unless it's 10 out of 10, bro. You know, and
the record is there's no skips, bro, which is very rare.
That's just sit at the table. You know the ones there. Bro.
Yeah.
You know, those albums are very rare. So we can't expect that in it. But no, it was still a cool record, okay. I can't even still a cool record. So okay. So this is the one record, because obviously we've heard this last record in it, feels. This is last record that we haven't heard in it. And it's Close to Home / Nino SLG interlude. Now, okay, obviously you probably don't know who Nino SLG.
Yeah, I have no clue who Nino is.
Yeah, a young up and coming artist. Again, when I was at 1 PM, I actually tried to do a distribution. A distribution deal in it with him and his manager. Like, he's a very promising up and coming rapper in it. You don't know what's there. So I'm actually surprised to see him on Gets' album. I can't lie to you. I'm very surprised in it because he's not one of these young up and coming rappers like Leo Stay Trill that's been making hella noise in the music industry in it. He's still like developing. So the fact that his manager, or the fact that he's on Wretch's album is a big look for him. I can't lie. It's a very big look. So yeah, shout out to him, man. And yeah, this is Close to Home / Nino SLG interlude.
Close to home, missing how it used to be. Feeling close to home, I feel close to home again. Ooh, daily I've been dealing with some nonsense. Said I've gotta listen to my conscience. It's such a crooked road, my friend.
My country, you don't understand. This is my country. I'm my country too. Right, you understand me? My country, because you're born here and you live here all your life.
Nice. I can't lie.
I wish this interlude was somewhere else in the album. It sort of comes very late, isn't it? You know,
it's come very late. But you know what? I don't. Looking at the track listing here, I think this is supposed to be the last record. I don't know why Feels is
the last record, isn't it?
No, Feels is the last record. Okay.
Feels is the last record. I feel like Close to Home. Okay, maybe if it was the last one, I feel like that could work. But the fact that Feels is, I feel like, because it sounds like obviously the person is having a debate, so to speak, huh?
It feels like an outro.
Yeah. Or at least like an interlude, because the person's having a debate about, you know, what home is. Do you get me? Like, do you get me? Because you're born here. Do you get me? Maybe part of the album and then go into a topic about that particular, because he's have topics that are similar, but not a bad interlude. And one thing we haven't spoken about is Wretch 2 singing on a lot of these records as well. You know, he's really honed in the rap singing alter ego or whatever they call it on this album.
Yeah, and it's funny because Gets has started to do the same thing. You know, not on you can scale as compared to Wretch, but Gets has started singing on a couple of records. You know what I'm there. So
Ken was gonna be next, then Dizzy, fam.
But these UK niggas are getting into the R&B back, man. I love it.
You got to harmonize it, fam. Imagine hearing Dizzy harmonizing, fam. Has Dizzy have a song on the record?
What, Dizzy?
Dizzy Rascal, yeah.
Does he have a song singing?
You know, has he ever harmonized like song on the record, like kind of like Wretch 2 done? I don't.
Bro. Remember, I've been talking, happy to.
Oh no, but that's not. That's not his. Is that his voice? That's not his voice.
That's his voice. Yeah, no. But he's kind of singing on it still.
Yeah. That part. Yeah.
Have you ever had a dream
come true? Yeah.
So he's done it, bro. He's done it still. Okay, the last track on the album, obviously, it's the track. Well, it's a track, sorry, that we've heard before. You know, he first sort of premiered this track on, I think it was Colors, and then he released the studio version, I think, last week. And then I think me and you both agreed that the studio version sounds better than the actual Colors version, innit?
Yeah, surprisingly, even though it's very similar, but surprisingly, it just sounds good.
Yeah, there's a lot more layers to the studio version in it that we didn't hear in the Colors version in it, but it's still a banger, same way in it. You know the ones there. And it's featuring none other than Tiggs the Author, man. Tiggs is fucking cold, K. You know, you need to get on Tiggs, bro. He's cold.
Yeah, you've been screaming about Tiggs.
Yeah, he's cold, man. He's cold. But yeah, this is Phil's featuring Tiggs the Author, and it's the last track of the album, man. Let's go.
Look on the example I said for your pitney. You look a jealous mother that's saying on a clap body dog. This half of me licking on my face in front of your daughter. And that the life they want she lives. Go scout a mother and go a drunk. I go and block your bum up out. I'll calm my phone. Scratches that boy.
You got me in my feelings. Can't fight the way I feel.
Feel like I should battle for custody of my youth. They won't see your view when they're stuck with me in the room. All this passer, it's funny, you've been amused. Laughing all the way to my bank cause I pay my dues. Feel like I should clear up all rumors that may emerge. She'll be mine forever, don't matter who had her first. Sometimes your history can block you from what you're worth. Still they say they love me but hate that I make it work. I'm in my feels. My brother's mum put my brother on a plane to get away from my dad's side of the family. Didn't know it rattled me. Met a few times, conversations over granny seemed weird. How we had the same face, sons of anarchy and I hope be someone I can roll. Ran Tottenham with the most, but I'm with my 7 sisters and I love them, little bro. Should be someone I should know, but his mum was in the fields, they're in the States. He sound like Damson on the phone, still I wish him
more life. I pray all my niggas get more life. Shawty says she wants to spend more time, but the nigga been hustling all night, yeah.
You got me in my feelings. Can't fight the way I feel.
Cross my heart and hope to die, I don't feel much anymore. When I lost my nan, I lost real love to the Lord. I was at my lowest, was ill, numb to the floor. Still I pray to the Father. Faith plus disaster can still equal your karma. Life's a cycle, but my halo, it gave me armor. Reaper tried, reap what I sow, but I'm a martyr, appetite full. Ate up the ends, that was a start. Presidential rolling Trump over Biden. I'm Retro Obama, I should take a bar off. Cause sometimes that's how it gets, ask Carlos. Star 9's killing my people, it ain't a star dog. Why we gotta go off the grid if we get a chart song? Imagine being poked in your back by your opening act. I was opening the door so you can close up the trap. They say it's black on black crime, there's red blood on my hands. When you were from my homeland, you were my brody in fact. Boss another buckle like a boss, yeah. Pour a liquor for me dog, yeah. Louis V done, but me corpse I for kill it where we living, cause them never show remorse, yeah. Boss another buckle like a boss, yeah. Pour a liquor for me dogs, yeah. Louis V done, but me corpse I for kill it where we living, cause them never show remorse.
More life. I pray all my niggas get more life. Shawty says she wants to spend more time, but the nigga been hustling all night, yeah. More life. I pray all my niggas get more life. Shawty says she wants to spend more time, but the nigga been hustling all night, yeah.
And when you see NF written on your mural?
Well, it means that somebody's getting frightened of seeing the truth, you know, seeing harmony.
I spent most of my life up in the field. Spent half of my time stuck in my fields. There's no doubt in my mind it's something real. I got a mountain to climb in Notting Hill. Every year we give you celebrations, but do any care for the reparations? Not saying we paved the way, but we paved the pavement. British Commonwealth Games make you turn Jamaican. Is that food for thought? The Caribbean shops not in the mood to talk. Cause UB40 took all the tour support. No, red wine, just give me super more. Don't take the piss if I'm in the cubicle. I've seen you eat your dinner of mine, so much on my plate, I'm adding flavor and spice. Bars on the window in case they peek through the blinds, cause love thy neighbor was not a favorite of mine. Reflection of the times, but do the minds reflect? You loved all the medals, but didn't like the men. Remind me to remember if ever I forget, and if the children are the future, let's never lie to them. Tell them great granny just had to move, you know. Back on the flight, couldn't produce the ducks. You think she lucky and got a 2-for-1, but the truth is her 2 homes turned to none. Do you even know if she got a place or not? How you even living with all the shame you got? Cause you're so busy focused on what we're becoming at. You don't even ever see what you've become.
Oof. Okay. Yo. You see, that's the way to end an album. I can't even lie to you, bro.
Yeah.
We can debate obviously where that track should have been in this track list, but bro, it was a great way to end it. I can't even lie to you. And I think one thing we haven't spoken about, Kay, is Wretch's vulnerability on this album, man.
Yeah, you know? It's a lot, isn't it? He's
a lot, man. It's a lot, and you know, I appreciate when artists like Wretch can be vulnerable, because growing up in the environment and growing up in the family dynamic that Wretch grew up in, you weren't taught to be vulnerable.
Definitely.
Especially as men, you know, like growing up in the African or Caribbean household, all you're taught is just to be tough in it, you know, and like, you know, you can't show emotion. Yeah, you can't show emotion because emotion means that you're weak, you know. You're the ones there, you don't talk about your feelings, you suppress your feelings. That's what women do. You know the ones there, they're the ones that are supposed to talk about their emotions. As men, you're supposed to be the providers, and you're supposed to be the, you know, the ones there, the strong ones.
Awake at all times, isn't it?
Yeah. So I love the fact that Wretch is sort of like putting a stop to all of that, man. And for me, that's what you call growth, you know? Growth, bro. It's growth, man, you know, and it's lovely to see niggas like Wretch, you know, who have come from similar backgrounds to what we've come from, in it, you know, that they're able to show. Bro, deep it. 20 years ago, man, them are not speaking like this.
No. Yeah, it's an evolution that's been going on for a long time, which is amazing.
Bro, let alone you're speaking like this for the whole world to hear. They're not even speaking like this to their own bedrooms, bro.
Fam, niggas were speaking about grease only, fam. I'm bragging. That's it.
They're speaking about, you know, the fact that, like, yeah, my granny died, and you know,
that's why I feel like I lost a piece of the world, a piece of my world.
Yeah. I lost a piece of my heart when my granny died. You know, like, you know, they're not speaking like this, bro. They're keeping that all within themselves. So I love it, bro. I love it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, this is what it's meant to be. Like, this is what we're meant to be teaching the younger generation. We're meant to be breaking these generational curses, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all of that, man. Like, no, let's communicate. Let's speak about things. You know, if you're feeling sad, it doesn't matter. Let man know. If you want to cry. It doesn't mean you're weak, bro. No. It actually means you're strong. You know the ones there. The fact that you can show emotion, you know, it means you're, bro. And I love it, man. And I feel like as well, yeah, you know, people like Gets and Wretch, them becoming parents have also helped them. You know the ones there. Yeah. And therapy as well, okay? Therapy.
Yeah.
Therapy has played a big role in, you know, a lot of these niggas being able to speak and be vulnerable in it. So, yeah, man. You know the ones there.
Yeah, I think Feels is definitely one of the strong record as well. I really like it. And again, what makes it more special and a great record is Wretch 3-2 and what he's speaking about. You get me?
Yes.
And that's besides the line about the girl. It's more specifically, you know, it's just the level of growth, like you've mentioned and said, is just amazing to see. 1 second. Sorry. Just the growth that he's able to sort of to speak about, you know, and some of the thing that he's speaking about is what makes the record really special as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy that Wretch 3-2 is doing this. I think he's been showing growth for many years as well. So it's interesting. It's lovely to hear him continue to speak about it on album, and even more deeper than probably. I mean, I think he's always been doing it, but not since 2000 and mid 2010s, I think. But yeah,
Yeah, okay, yeah. And I think the last bit I would say before we sum it up here and conclude, yeah, is also again, I like what you touched on during the end part of this song, basically trying to say that, British people, they like, they like to have, things that black people created. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you want to enjoy the pleasures, yeah, of what we created. You want to enjoy the pleasures of our hard work, but then when it comes to actually fighting for injustice,
You're not
standing
there. Yeah.
no one's there, bro. It's like that saying, everybody wants to be black until it's time to be black in it. No one's there. You want to enjoy our music, you want to enjoy carnival,
you want to cosplay, you want to wear all of
you want to enjoy our music, you want to
cultural garments and etc.
Yeah, you go to carnival, you have a nice time, you want to do, but when it comes to like actually standing up for us, you don't want to.
You're not there, fam. You know what it is? I think that's the insidious part about racism.
Exactly. You're MIA, bro. You see what I'm saying?
And it becomes, oh yeah, racism is their issue rather than it's everyone's issue. Do you get me? It's not that it's not black people, it's everyone's issue. Do you get me? And everyone needs to participate in eradicating it or reducing its nefarious effect. I think eradicating probably, I'm not sure how possible that is because I've tapped some people out, but that's another conversation. But yeah.
Okay, that was Home. You know what I'm saying? By Wretch 32, his 6th studio album, man. And obviously, before I give my thoughts, what are your sort of like, you know what I mean? Like, what's your conclusion?
I think I like this album. I think it's a good album. I'm not sure yet if I love it. And the only reason why I'm saying is because I feel like on a lot of record, in terms of the production and in terms of he's executing in the way we kind of are familiar in terms of the production and the singing as well. So I would want him to sort of branch out a little bit more. However, in terms of the theme and his lyricism, for most part, I think most songs is amazing. It is brilliant. What he touches upon, and I think for me that's what makes this a very good album as well. And I'm hoping that it will grow on me more to where I will actually love the album the more that I listen to it as well. And I commend him also with the collaborators that he's chosen. He's done one of the hardest thing, which is to make the collaborators matters, and that's for the most part. And these are not like willy-nilly collaborators. These are incredible collaborators that if you're a UK, if you're an artist anywhere in the world, you would like to have. And for most part, I think everyone do their best as well. Everyone really put in that great work as well. And I would like to commend Wretch 32 to actually making an album of, speaking about the things that he's speaking up and being comfortable to bring up those topics as well. And I think that's what makes this album, one of those albums that for sure, I will tell you right now, it's going to be on my best list. That's it's on my best list. That's it. The question is it my album of the year or is it an album that I think is incredibly amazing or I love it fully? I'm not sure yet, but it's on my best list. It's gonna be there. But anyway, credit to Wretch 32, and he's a brilliant rapper, man. He's a brilliant rapper.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you summed it up perfectly. I mean, I echo your thoughts times 10. I think for me, right after it, because I know, okay, sometimes it takes you a while to kind of, I'm more like, if I feel it in it. No one's there. But I know sometimes with you need to listen to it 2, 3, 4 times. For you to properly deep it in it, and I even don't blame you for that because sometimes I can be like that as well. But from the rip, this is definitely going to end up on my best of year list. I'm trying to say it's a brilliant album, brilliant album, man. And it's not perfect. Obviously, there was a things that I feel like Wretch could have done better, but for the most part, man, this is outstanding, and it just shows you that it doesn't matter where you are in your career. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. You can make a great album.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the likes of I feel like the likes of Wretch Kano gets they've peaked later. Like
Don't forget he did release what's it called? that Grab album as well, like Freedom of Speech. What's it called? Speech or whatever, which had some interesting stuff. I don't know if that's a classic, but anyway, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right, bro. Like I felt like those like 3 artists in particular, they've peaked. You know what I'm trying to say? Oh, hay fever. No, sorry, guys.
It's that season again. I'm dreading it myself.
Yeah, it's that season, guys. Obviously, hay fever. My apologies, but it just goes to show you, like I said, man, like it doesn't matter what stage of your career that you're in. Like, you can make a great album and you can make a great project, man. So yeah, man. Don't think that like you need to kind of be a certain age for you to release great music. Nah, that isn't true, because Gets, Kano, and Wretch are showing you. The ones there, like, they're showing you 20 plus years into their careers that they're probably the best they've ever been. You know what I'm trying to say?
I think they will say that as well. They'll echo that. They're going to point other highlight moments where they've done amazing things, and we heard it with amazing singles from Kano and Gets Wretch as well. But in terms of full length album, that's including them. I think for a long period of time.
It is. So, Kate, it's not coincidence, and I think it's this poetic justice that all three of them over the last 6 years have produced their best work. The ones there, like, it's like it was written in the stars. And Skeppy, listen, Skeppy, we're waiting on you, my bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
I agree. I don't think Skepta is a classic. I think we'll get bashed for that. I think we'll get bashed for that. I don't think he does.
In our opinion, we don't feel like Skepta has like a classic album. So I'm hoping that this album that's due to come out this year is gonna be, the ones there, like Skepta's best work. And yeah, man, obviously we'll wait and see. But this album, man, brilliant from start to finish. Apart from maybe 1 or 2 records that I thought were okay, I feel like this is definitely is going to be one of the best albums of this year, especially from a UK aspect. I don't feel like there's going to be many better albums than this from a UK standpoint. I know we've still got the likes of Nux, Little Sims. I'm expecting their albums to be generational, to be honest with you. I'm trying to say, but
man, we want that. We want great albums.
Yeah, we want great albums, man. But Wretch, bro, you definitely you met our expectations. I can't lie. You know what I'm trying to say? You definitely met our expectations, and I feel like this is going to be an important album, man. You know what I'm trying to say? Just from not even just from a lyrical standpoint, just from like the topics that Wretch has touched on this album. These are topics that don't really get spoken about a lot of the time, and get brushed,
especially from UK rappers, and to do such a heavy topic. And it's quite interesting because this is the topic that affects every Black UK rapper. You get me? And yet most of them talk about it maybe in spurts or 1 or 2 records, but they don't make it a theme of their album, which they probably should have done by now.
Exactly. And I feel like this album is definitely going to bring a lot of healing. And I can assume as well that for Wretch, this was a very therapeutic and very like
personal. Yeah, for sure.
Personal and very, I'm pretty sure it's healing. It's definitely healing to speak about these things, innit? The ones there. So, I don't just think it's gonna heal Wretch. I think it's gonna heal a lot of people, man. And I mean, that's what music's for, right? It's to uplift people, it's to heal people. So I definitely feel like Wretch has achieved that with this album, man. And yeah, the production was just absolutely insane. Again, Wretch's wordplay, the features as well. You summed it up perfectly. I think Wretch has done something here that is very rare. Almost every feature worked, apart from maybe 1 or 2. I mean, we've already picked it out. Skip Marley's one was okay. It was okay. It could have been better. And then I think maybe there was another one that we're forgetting. But apart from that, bro, you know what I'm saying? There were 15 records on this album, Kate. And I think 14 of the tracks had features. And only 1 or 2 features were a bit, the rest were awesome. So Wretch has done something that is pretty rare, man. So listen, man, shout out to Wretch 3-2 every single flipping time, man. And it'll be interesting to see where Wretch goes from here, It'll be interesting to see because, for example, Gets, when he released, what was the album called, Kay?
Bro, I now need to find it as well, man. Bro, we listen to so much stuff that sometimes
so much music, bro. I even have it on vinyl, man. It was one of our favorite
Conflict of Interest,
Conflict of Interest. It was one of our favorite albums. You know what I'm trying to say?
And then released on purpose with purpose the following year, which was also a good album as well.
So Gets was able to follow up from his magnum opus. So it would be interesting to see if Wretch is able to do the same thing. And I think this is definitely a good platform for Wretch to build upon. So yeah,
a difficult one as well, because where do you go
from here?
When you pick probably the biggest topic that affects you? Do you get me? Do you want to continue the same route and expand upon it, or try to do even better than the last time, or do you feel like you've done enough, or do you just want to do happy club fun music? Do you get me? Which again, I don't think that's a bad thing, because it's quite heavy, you know, writing this and thinking about this, fam, and all the emotions that it conjures up. It's very, it can be emotionally draining and intense. Yeah.
Yes, it's heavy. So yeah, but Wretch, shout out to you, my bro. Great album, man. Great album, and yeah, it's definitely gonna end up on me and K's best of year list.
Most certainly.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna listen to it a lot more, man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, guys, obviously you let us know, you know, what you thought about this album in the comment section below. Understand, interact with us, engage with us. Obviously, we've been filming for about nearly 2.5 hours, innit? So guys, obviously show us some love. You know what I'm trying to say? And Wretch, if you come across this, man, bro, listen, you did it, man. You did it. You came through like hurricanes do, you know. I'm trying to say, and you gave us a great project, and we salute, man. We salute your artistry, you know, and your growth. It's lovely to see, man. You know what I'm trying to say? It's lovely to see. But yeah, guys, again, thank you for tuning in. And yeah, obviously me and K, we'll be back again real soon with another one, innit? You know the ones there, like we won't leave it that much longer, in it. You know the ones there. We'll find some time to obviously do one of these again, you know. And yeah, man, peace and blessings to all of you. You know what I'm trying to say? Love. We're out, man. Peace.